Welcome to New Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez. I will be your play-by-play announcer for tonight's ball game. Joining me this evening is General Manager Mark. Mark, this is game number 5 of 5-game series. And so far, the Derby Twins have won the first 4 games, 4-1. Then it was 8-0 the second game, 11-10 third game, and then last night, 13-3.
Well, right now, Derby's doing everything that it takes to win. They're doing the small things, especially on the close games, 11-10 game. The Rebels right now, they're running a little bit. Guess what? It's still early in the season. We've got till July 1st, these guys. So, I think they're going to give you a process. Just have to keep worrying about it, keep getting better and better. And but like I said, I do tip my hat to the Derby Twins because I think they've done a lot of good things with hitting with runners and scoring positioning, the 2-out hits that you were bringing up. And, you do that kind of stuff with the pitching, you got an opportunity to win.
Yeah, well, the first couple games, it was the pitching that was doing good for us, and then just getting hits. And the last 2 games, we've gotten the hits, but like yesterday, we had having, I think, errors and allowed 6 runs in the first inning. And when you get down 6-0, it's kind of hard to fight back. We scored 2 runs in the first inning to make it 6-2, but then after that, the Derby Twins just blew us away.
And we had some opportunities. We had base loaded with 1 out and not scored. And again, it's like guys just need to talk to him again. Like yesterday, I go, coaches aren't giving up on you. I'm not giving up on you. Don't give up on yourself. I said it's too early to do that. So, and we still have some players coming in, and we'll see when we put it together how about.
Well, we want to welcome all of you watching on YouTube. Don't forget to tell your family and friends. It is YouTube, Newton Rebels Baseball, and we hope we're giving you a little bit better quality picture-wise and video-wise. We want to thank our producer, Andrew Burgos, who came in and fixed our record. That apparently was what the problem was and why we couldn't get a very good audio. So we also cameras around a little bit, and we're going to be able to see a little bit more of the field and a little bit better quality on a picture-wise. So we're hoping that it works out, and hope to give you a good broadcast and a good show this evening. And hopefully Newton Rebels will get their first victory this evening.
Yeah, and I want to go back to right now what we're doing the production. Frank, I know it's been a process, definitely a process the last couple of years, but guess what? I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think we wanted to be with everything. We're getting there, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for letting us know that, at home sometimes we don't know. We don't know what's going on. So I know you're excited, man.
I'm so interested. You have got me excited. Like I say, we found out the problem with the mixer. That nothing was wrong. We thought maybe there was a cord that was cutting out on us and stuff. And we also thought that it was the Wi-Fi. Well, Andrew says that we got plenty of Wi-Fi.
It's good to see you smiling.
I'm ready to get that first victory, that's for sure. Now, it is windy here in Derby, so you may pick a little bit of wind. We also added another microphone. That's one out to the field, so you'll be able to hear the action. So once again, folks, we appreciate you being patient with us, and hopefully it all works out. Hopefully we give you a good show and the Rebels win. We're about ready to get started. We're going to go ahead and start with the starting lineup. First of all, for the Newton Rebels, leading off and playing second base, number 7, Ston Barnes. Batting second, the left 20, Aiden Corrigan. Third, the agent, number 3, Corey Mason. Batting fourth, and playing third base, number 23, Noiley. Batting fifth, and playing short, number 1, Andrew Brotman. Batting sixth, and playing center field will be number 14, Trey Wingett. Batting seventh, and playing right field will be number 8, Thomas Papillon. Batting eighth, and playing first base will be number 44, Zimmer. Batting ninth, and catching, number 22, Connor Allen. And pitching for the Newton Rebels will be number 24, Colin Rabe. The head coach for the Newton Rebels is Clark. And now here's the starting lineup for the Derby Twins. Leading off and playing left field will be number 33, Kirk Wolf. Batting second, the center fielder, number 13, Jack Terosia. Batting third and playing first base, number 22, Nick Thibodeau. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 23, Chuck Ingram. Batting fifth and playing second base will be number 4, Kirsten Powell. Batting sixth and catching will be number 7, Cade Burr. Batting seventh and DHing will be number 1, Murphy Bostic. Batting eighth and playing first base will be number 18, Nick Lopez. And batting ninth and playing shortstop will be number 32, Derek Katrubes. Pitching for the Derby Twins will be number 34, Riley Taylor. Taylor will be on the mound for the Twins. The Twins are coached by head coach Tom Kempa. Right now, Derby Twins are in first place as they have won 4 games as they kind of taking the 2 of the Rebels.
Right. And it's early. It's early right now, and it's just, but you can, like we talked about with the Rebels team yesterday, is that you can't go out and just get all of a sudden 4 wins in a row. Don't think about we got to get a big streak. Let's get 1, then we'll get 2, then we just, start thinking about try to build on that. But right now, Derby's looking good, and I think they're going to be one of the teams that at the top, one of the teams that's battling right now.
Yeah, well, not only is our audio now working and our video a little bit better, but also the scoreboard's working. Wow. Last time we were here, they had a fuse out, and we had to kind of guess at the balls and strikes more or less because the scoreboard wasn't working. So it is working now. So that will be, hopefully we'll stay on top of that. You're going to be running the camera here tonight for us, and I'm going to try to stay up with the balls and strikes. Once again, we'd like to thank Andrew Burgos for doing the work on our dressing truck here and getting everything set. And like I say, we're hoping that that has solved all the problems. Now, he's going to be doing some graphics for us, too,
right.
Where we'll be able to get some sponsors and then also logos of the other team. You'll see something a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and put it out there now. And you'll be able to see different, where now the Rebels, their logo is up there. We don't have a logo for the Twins, so we'll get all the logos for the teams. We'll be posting those also. So we hope you enjoy the ball game. We're about ready to go. It looks like now the PA's not working.
so I don't know.
We may not have the national anthem.
I guess saying it looks like they're just ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just play ball here. Normally we line up and get ready to do the national anthem, but now for some reason I hear the PA guy trying to talk, but nothing's happening. So maybe they with the wrong switch there. They got a fuse out of the PA and they took it to Burgos.
Hey, Burgos. What I really like about that guy, Cali County Tech.
Not only that, but he's getting a chance. And he just came back from the World Series he said he learned a lot, had a lot of good experience, and not only that, I was talking to him earlier, and he's supposed to be on ESPN in 5 years. So
it would surprise me. It would not surprise me. I think he keeps working hard as the audition tapes, and he knows. He's a very smart young man.
Yeah, he is, and he also does our NBC World Series production, and then also does the Sunflower Collegiate League. Up at X Stadium on Tuesday nights. So you'll be seeing a lot of him as far as what he does production-wise. So once again, we thank him very much. We hope you're getting a good audio. Okay, we're working on it. There's a couple things that we need to do, but we are working on it. And defensively for the Twins at first base, we number 22, Thibodeau. Second baseman, number 4, Powell. Shot number 32, Katrubes. Third baseman, number 18, Lopez. Left fielder, number 33. Center fielder will be number 13, Rosian. Right fielder will be number 23, Ingram. Catcher number 7, Baker. And pitching for Derby will be number 34, Riley Taylor. Taylor, a mound for the Twins.
Yeah, Riley Taylor from Hazlet, Texas, 6'3", 220. Like I said, he's a big guy there, but he's a right-hander from Wheat.
All right, and first batter that we coming up for the New Rebels will be the second number 7, Justin Barnes, as the throw is going down to second base now. We're about ready to play ball. Moves a little bit off your job there, but sorry about that. So the first batter, Justin Barnes, this is his third ball game of the game for us. He got to come in 2 days ago where he came and 1 for 1. And then last night, people were there.
Yeah, see, Barnes today was 1 for 3. He had 2 strikeouts, but he did have a single at the end. He's the kind of guy, he's an energy guy. He thinks once he gets on base, that's his key.
So he's batting 500th then right now since he was 1 for 1 first time up. And we're ready to go. Once again, pitching will be number 34, Riley Taylor. And here's the pitch. Got in there for a call, strike 1. Count now, 1 balls, 1 strike now to Justin Barnes as we are just underway here in Derby, Kansas. That one misses low for 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Barnes. Beautiful evening here in Derby, Kansas. The sun is coming out now. See what the temperature is here. Derby is 81 degrees. That one fouled off back behind the stance. So the count out 1 ball, 2 strikes to Justin Barnes. Wind's blowing about south miles an hour out of the south-southeast. The wind will be going toward left center field. That was swing and a miss there by Barnes. And he goes for out number 1. So the first strikeout recorded there by Taylor as we have 1 down.
Well, that's the thing, the Derby Twins pitching staff, I guarantee when they get together as a pitch away hard, especially, fastballs to the right-handers, it's been very effective until the Rebels make that adjustment and start going to the right field.
That brings up the left fielder number 28, Aiden Corrigan. First pitch to Corrigan in the dirt, so it is ball 1, 1-0 now the count to Corrigan.
Yeah, Corrigan yesterday he was 1 for 4, big dribble. He's the one that got it going in that first inning.
Yep, he got an RBI as Andrew Brotman came in. They scored 2 runs. That one's going to be in there for a base hit. So Corrigan records his first hit of the ball game. And he'll be standing on at first base with 1 down still. And that will bring up the designated hitter number 3, Corey Mason.
Corey Mason, yesterday he was 2 for 4, 2 base hits, strikeout. He's a guy I've been very impressed with right now, and I think he's going to really be one of the key ingredients now summer for the Rebels.
So Corey Mason, the hitter, now up to the plate. And right Taylor First pitch misses outside for ball one.
And Corey is from Newmarket, Alabama, 215, shorter university, and he just finished his junior season.
Corrigan on at first base, one down. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball two. So the count goes to 2 balls to strike now to Corey Mason.
This is 1 point right here with Mason. Have a good approach right here. You're down 2-0. Don't swing at a pitcher's pitch right now. Swing at your pitch.
And Mason also batting 500 as yesterday was his ball game. And here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss here by Mason as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I think that was his pitch. He just missed it. I mean, he just gave it a go hack good, trying to give it a good ride.
Boy, it definitely looked like it right down the middle, didn't it?
Yep.
So right now, ready with that 2-1 pitch. And he goes over to space. First to say is Corrigan.
Yeah, I think the key was early in the game, pitching, you have to stay in it, be efficient, be right after him, and hold him. Hold him early. Don't let him have that cricket number.
That one misses low ball 3-1 now count.
When you had brought up that one of the troubles with the Rebels that being down 3-5, or 6-0, maybe first inning, and that's tough when you're battling back all the time. It takes a lot of energy to come back.
Not like they say, it's always hard to put it is downhill, that's for sure. Well, now here is Riley Taylor's pitch, and that one's high for ball 4. So we'll have runners on first and second with 1 down, and that will bring up
somebody.
We got a new player.
Right. Somebody we know from last year.
Right.
Yep. Nolan Riley, Fort Smith. He had the Rebels last year. He's a third baseman. You know what you're going to get out of that, and he has a great eye. I mean, I remember you and I talking about that, his approach.
So third baseman number 23, Nolan Riley now joining the Newton Rebels. And that one misses high for ball 1. As the count goes 1 ball, no strikes. We have Mason on at first base. That's going to walk on at second as he reads base hit. So runners on at first and second with 1 down here in the top half of the first inning. That one in there for Paul, strike 1. Nice fastball there by Riley.
And Riley's very patient. If you remember last year, Frank, he's one of those guys, he can be 2-strike approach and everything, and he'll get a walk. He'll do whatever it takes. Very impressive. Now, the big question is how much has he played? How long it's been since this season?
So the count is 1 on that one fouled off the right-hand side as the count now goes 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And I think one thing, when he gets his timing down, he's definitely going to help Rebels.
He definitely was a plus for him last year. We're excited to have him back this year. As the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. That one is fouled back behind it, and the count stays at 1-2.
Yeah, that's Riley right there. He'll battle, he'll foul off pitches, and I remember that last year.
Yeah, last year, I remember one time, I think he had like either 8 or 10 foul offs right in a row, and this hung tough. So Riley Taylor about ready. That one hit into the shortstop. Shortstop makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, didn't get all of it, but I mean, he got enough. 2 strikes is battle, and it was a line drive, but unfortunately to the right of the shortstop.
So going to bring forward the Rebels, the shortstop one, Andrew Brotman. Brotman batting in the fifth spot here tonight. He's been leading off for the Rebels the first couple of games.
He's definitely one of the top 3 Rebels. I mean, and maybe that's what Coach Clark's trying to do, get him in that RBI situation.
Yeah, because I think last he was 2 for 4. Is that correct?
Well, yes, 2 for 4 to lead off spot. He led off the game with the hit and scoring on that trip. Oregon.
1-0 now the count to Andrew Brotman. Once again, Corrigan on at second base and on at first. You're just now joining us. We welcome you. We hope the podcast is to you. And here's the pitch by Taylor. Right back to Taylor. And Taylor just going to run it out at first base. Finally, he makes the toss. And it is a 1-3 put for the third out. At the top of the first inning, full Newton Rebels. They score runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 1.5 inning play, Rebels 0, and the Derby Twins come back. Well, typically for the Newton Rebels at first base, we're going to have number 1. The second base will be number 7, Barnes. At shortstop, number 1, Brotman. Third base, number 3, Wright. Left fielder will be 20, Crichton. Center fielder, number 14, Leaf. Right fielder, 8, Young. Catching number 22, Allen. And pitching this evening for the Newton Rebels will be number 24, Colin Rabe. Rabe on mound for the Rebels. And I'm sure you have a little bit of information on Rabe.
Yes, sir. Rabe, Wichita, Kansas, 2-180 from the Osho County Community College. And he just finished his freshman season. And he's got a little potential. I think it's going to be a great summer for him because I know they're looking at him more innings when he goes back to Neosho. So this is pretty huge. He's got an assortment of pitches. And his thing, if you can look at that fastball, then everything else would have changed and curve will look even better.
So he is going to be pitching here tonight for the Newton Rebels. He got the PA working now.
All right, we're getting everything together here, Frank.
First batter due up for the Derby Twins will be the number 33, Kurt Wolf. He'll be followed by Rosa and then Pipino.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful day right now. I mean, right now the weather's holding up, windy, but man, the temperature's not that bad for Canada.
Yeah, not bad.
And they get to play baseball. I mean, that's
I was in Derby earlier as I played golf here today, and along the Derby Men's Country Club, and
Affect your shots at all?
well, one hole did. I shot 3 over on the, ended up shooting 3 over on the front with a double bogey on number 9, and ended up shooting 6 over. So one hole killed me.
Yeah, you got people got to realize usually not triple bogey. Double bogey. Sorry, I'm the triple bogey guy. Sorry.
Rabe is ready to go, and Wolf steps in there. Here's the pitch. That one misses low for ball 1. As the count goes, 1 ball, no strikes now to Kirk Wolf, playing left field here for the Derby Twins. Off the first inning, no scores so far. That was misses low for ball 2. 2-0 now. Nice pitch there by Colin Rabe, as that was pretty close to being at the knees, but just tailed away from the batter. And here's Rabe's pitch. That one hit to the third baseman. Nice stop there by Riley. Goes to first base.
Already making an impact there. Shot. Looks like it's like mid-season from last year.
So Nolan Riley comes up with that ball, shoots that over to first base for the first out. If you're scoring with us at home, it is a 5-3 out, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 13, Jack Tarosian. We have 1 down now. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice little crowd here for both the Newton Rebels and the Derby Twins. And here's Rabe's first pitch. Hit hard into center field. Center fielder backing up. That is going to be gone. That is a home run there by number 13, Jack Tarosian.
We've seen him do that before, and I know yesterday he didn't do that in the game before. Game 2, he hit a home run.
Well, he did a triple.
He got a triple yesterday and 1-4. But you know, he's the ball going, especially in the jet stream, and you get the ball up. That's what's going to happen at the win.
So 1-0 is the score. As Tarosian put that over the 375 marker, and that brings up the first baseman, number 22, Nick Thibodeau.
When you and I talk about pitchers when they miss, they need to miss down. You know, definitely.
That one fouled off by Thibodeau.
That was about waist high right there, but he had some movement on it.
As count goes, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one just misses low for ball 1.
But that's a key right now, is to keep the same close, keep within reach, even in the first inning.
1 ball and 2 strikes. That to the short. That's going to be up middle. Bachman's not going to be able to get to.
It's right. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that was too good of a pitch because the hitter's going to be in the defensive mode. He's going to swing anything close. So you have to make sure you just don't give him anything that he has a good swing on.
So that is the second hit of the ball game.
And that was a good approach for him because he took it right up the middle, and that's not what you do. 2 strikes. Talk about this every game. The first inning is the toughest inning for a pitcher, and it doesn't matter if it's professional, major league, Kershaw, whoever. It's always that first inning because it's all about adjustments with the umpire.
Well, we got the graphics. This guy here just needs to learn how to work them. Actually, the home team scored. Pitch missing high as the count goes to 2 balls and strikes. Once again, now batting the right fielder, number 23, Chuck Ingram. Thibodeau on at first base as he just recorded his first hit of the game. And the score is 1-0 in favor of Derby. Throw over to first base. Thibodeau back safely.
Ingram's the Wichita State University product from Kansas City, Missouri, 6'1", 10. As you can see, he's a right-handed hitter.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Ingram as the count now goes to 2-1 strike. Nice little breaking ball there by Colin Rabe.
Yeah, that's a good call there. I think, trying right now, Connor Allen and him working again. Let's see what happens. That was a good call because he was expecting this ball.
The count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Chuck Ingram. Swing and a miss. There goes the run to space is Thibodeau. As the count now will even up at 2-2.
He had a good start right there in the stolen base. Didn't have a chance. Connor Allen did not have a chance to throw him out.
We are getting some information. The live stream audio is still a little. We are working on that problem, trying to get it straightened out. So the count is 2-2 strike, and here's the pitch. That one hit hard into center field. That one going back, and what a catch there by center fielder. Trading it as he catches that at the fence for out number 2.
Wow. I mean, that was a great catch. So I thought that was out, Frank, and then he just got that wall like Spider-Man.
Exactly. That great play in the field was sponsored by Carl Hodges, and the Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Once again, we'd like to thank Carl Hodges family for sponsoring. Once again, what a great catch here by Wingett as he went clear to the fence, climbed the fence basically, and made that catch under tag up and go to third base. So we do have 2 down now.
And right there, that should pump Abe right there. Got fence working right there. And just get out of this thing.
Count is 1 ball straight. Now to Chuck Ingram. Correction number, that should be Christian Powell.
Yeah, Chris Howard. Ingram hit that ball to the fence.
Score is 1-0 in favor of the home team, the Derby Twins. That one down low for ball 3.
Yeah, right now, Connor Allen, you got to make sure he's got to block everything, prevent that run coming in.
Here's a pitch down here to the shortstop. Brotman, what a great catch by Brotman. What a nice stop. And he throws him out for out number 3. Brotman caught that barehanded as they took a hop on him, and he comes up throwing and bounced it to the first baseman. Full third out. So 2 great plays here, 2 great defensive plays here by the Newton Rebels. That is a 6-3 put out, full third out. Bottom half the first inning for the Derby Twins for 1 run on 2 hit players and 1 left on base. At the end of 1, we have the scores 1-0 in favor of Derby, and we'll be right back. All right, we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we're going to go to the top half of the second inning. The 1 in favor of the Derby Twins. And Mr. Andrew
Gross
has just given us some information. We understand that the live stream is still choppy. Well, he just found out it is the computer is not able to process the program, and he's telling us that we need to download it on a different computer, which is what we're going to do. So today's telecast may be a little choppy, but we'll get another computer and download that program, and hopefully we'll be able to handle it. So, but anyway, we found the problem, and
we knew we had a solution.
We just didn't know the solution. So now we got a solution, and now let's get it taken care of, and we'll do that after this show here today. Once again, you may catch just a little choppy as we go. And due up now is Truman, who made a great catch out in center field as the count goes to.
That's like a thing. I think it was like Spider-Man when he climbed that fence out there. That was a beautiful catch.
As Riley Taylor now is ready to go to work on an 0-2 pitch. That one swinging a minute by Wingett as he goes down for out number 1. And that will bring up the right fielder number 8, Thomas Capion. That is a strikeout by Riley Taylor.
Thomas, he's from Kahlua, 215, Waldorf University, and is a senior.
So the first pitch down to Capion by Riley. That's a swing miss there. A breaking ball by Riley Taylor. That's the count. Go no balls and 1 strike. It is a little windy here in Derby. We may catch a little bit of wind. We did add another mic out on the field there, so you can get a little bit of a sense of what's going on out there.
Hear the umpire, hear the guys out there in the field.
And we'll now go to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Thomas Capion. And here's the pitch. That one hit up. It's with the catcher, but the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. 1-0 is the score if you're just now joining us. We hope the audio is better. Once again, we know that it is a little jumpy, but we have found the problem. It is with the computer, and we will get a new one and take care of the problem. That one fell off there by Capion. His glove of there.
Yeah, Capion right there might pull the left shoulder out. I would still keep that left shoulder in.
So now goes even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's Taylor's pitch. That one misses over ball. Balls 2 strike. Count now to Capion. As we 1 here in the top half of the second inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses low for ball 4. Great job there by Capion. And he will be on at first base. That will bring up the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor.
Carson Thor, right-hander from Tomball, Texas, 6'2", 225, Sul Ross State, and he was a freshman.
So Riley Taylor now facing the third batter of this inning. As there is 1 down with a runner on first base.
You know, have some guy make the contact run. That ball's going to go.
Swing miss there by Thor, and the count goes to no balls and 1 strike.
Right there.
Yeah, You know, I talked about this yesterday as I talked to the player of the game, Mason, and I told him, I said, you know, I love how aggressive we've been in a couple games. And there goes the runner to second base is Capion. He's in with a steal base. That was a swing and a miss there by Thor. So the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes with Capion now standing at second base. 1 down here in the top half of the second inning. And Riley Taylor now ready to go. That one in there for call strike 3 and through it. He started walking off right away. So there's 2 down now.
And I don't know, he must have been guessing off speed for some reason. I mean, right there, you know, you got to sit, think fastball, 2 strikes. Like you were talking about, if you're thinking off speed, and then that's what happens.
That is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Riley Taylor. It brings up the catcher, number 22, Connor Allen. First one in there for call strike 1.
Yeah, Connor Allen from Wichita, Kansas, 6'2", Barton County Community College, and he is his freshman year. They have some very young players.
Ball 1 strike. Now, Allen, that one in the ground. A nice scoop there by the catcher. Becker. As now goes 1 ball strike.
And I look at it right now, these guys need to get their hands loaded, get them back, and be ready to go. Be ready to jump on that fastball.
Young still on second base, and he attempts like he's going to go there. That one is in there for call strike. Sorry, I thought it was me, but
Right, a little slider right there.
Yeah, umpire's got a little of a delay on strike.
You're not talking about the umpires. So it's up to Rebels, and it's up to the Twins to figure that strike zone out.
The count is 2 balls, 1, 2 strikes. Should be.
No, it's the catcher should be telling the players, you know, telling them, hey, this is what he's calling, you know, let everybody else know before they go up to the box.
Capion at second base. The 2 down. As Taylor has recorded 2 strikeouts here this inning. That one in there for call strike 3. And the last 2 batters just got caught looking.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't have this, you know, a straight ball looking like that. I mean, the Rebels have to make some adjustments there.
So the Newton Rebels go down as Taylor strikes out the side after giving up a walk on the second batter. So the top half of the second inning for the Rebels, they score no runs, on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1.5 innings of play, it is the Twins 1 and the Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. The score 1-0 in favor of the Derby Twins. As Jack DeRossi hit a home run bottom half of the first inning to make it 1-0.
Frank, I was going to talk about again, which is right there because you know it's 2 fastballs that went right by it. We're just looking at, and I know Coach Ferguson's been talking to these guys about that, and just got to stay aggressive, and especially with 2 strikes, swinging anything close.
He's off the bottom half of the second inning for the Twins. The catcher number 7, Cade Baker. And here pitch by Ray. Misses high for ball 1. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Now to Baker. And you can tell me what Baker did yesterday there, Carp.
Oh, yeah, got it right here. Well, Baker, guess what? He didn't play yesterday, looks like.
All right.
I thought I was going to tell that's the game before. But I can tell you, you know, about him. He was from Roca, Nebraska, 6 foot, 200 pounds. And he's from Hutchego.
Here's by Ray. That one hits into center field as Baker just kind of stuck his bat out there. A nice little follow through. And it went to the left of the shortstop.
I was going to say, for their approaches, we've been seeing a lot of base hits up the middle. We did a spray chart. You'd see a lot of base hits up the middle. It's easy swings, just trying to make contact and go with it. And, you know, that's an approach that's working.
We left the Brotman could not get to it, so there's going to be a runner on first with no out. As Baker records his first hit of the ball game, that will bring up the designated hitter number 1, Trey Bostic.
And Bostic was 1 for 4 yesterday with a double, and he did strike out. And you know, General Manager Jeff Wells, yeah, he's very high on this guy.
Over to space, Baker in safely. Boston's playing first base for the Derby Twins a couple games. This time, this game here is Deaton. Another toss over to first base, and Baker in safely.
He's from McKinney, Texas, 6'5", 205. Good body right here, right-hander from Howard Meekach.
Ray taking his time here. That one misses hot as the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Let's throw Baker to be taking off here. You know how aggressive Tom Campa is with the team that he coaches.
Even though he's ahead of the count, Campa might do that.
Well, you know, this pitcher's or batter's a pitcher, so a hit and run or something like that. He's not afraid to be aggressive.
Well, one thing's with Rebel, if you get it in the count, and then you can figure out you're probably going to run.
That one misses outside for ball 3.
But he's struggling now. I mean, that's why I steal. I mean, I'm just from the coach standpoint.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, or else I said, Russ, you can wait till the first strike there because he is struggling just a tad, just this inning. So 3-0 now the count as those last couple pitches missed. That one in there for ball strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Murphy Bustick. Designated hitter now here this evening for the Derby Twins.
Made some nice plays in the field also. He's in the series here.
And here's Rick's pitch. There goes the runner. That's exactly what I was talking about, that hit and run there. As the runner now going to third base. Here comes the top of third base. And not going to be in time as that ball got away from Riley.
Yeah, came up on him, short hopped him. It wasn't a throw where one bounce and you kind of came up on him, and he can make that play. But if he came up with that, nice.
So Baker will be on at third base. Boston will be on at first base on this hit. And here comes the pitching coach.
Yeah, that's Mike Mandarino, experienced pitching coach,
coming in to talk to Colin Rave. We do have action out there in the bullpen as the Rebels don't want to get too far behind because they want to take at least one out of the 5-game series.
Yeah, it looks like Spencer Malley's out there, from lefty from Goddard. He's warming up right now.
Spencer Malley is warming up.
And I think that's the thing. I think coaches tell you now you got to work down. I mean, because everything's up, and then you got an aggressive team under Coach Campa. They're going to be running. They're going to take advantage of that. Especially, I was a big run and hit guy. That means straight steal, but in count where it's a hitter's count because you could drive the ball. You get a quick score. But he also likes to do hit and runs and all that. You have to be count.
So now they're on to third with no outs. And due up for the Derby Twins will be the third baseman, number 18, Nick Lopez. Are in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-0 is the score in favor of Derby. It just misses high for ball 1. As count goes 1 ball, no strikes. Now to Lopez.
Yeah, I talked to Nick Lopez yesterday at our park. And Newton just sent the game out yesterday. And he said, I'll be ready.
Here's the pitch by Ray. That one hit hard into left field. Backing up, and that's going to be gone. That is a 3-run home run by Nick Lopez.
Yeah, he's definitely ready. You have to all put this in and throwing fastballs right now. That's the only thing that's working for him. You got to stay down. This team can hit.
That is the 5th hit of the ball game. 4-0 is the score as Nick Lopez hits a 3-run home run for the Derby Twins.
And Coach Clark right now, he's moving on right now. He's taking Ray out of the game, and it looks like it is Malley.
And that is the 2nd home run of the ball game given up by Colin Ray.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, Colin right there just got making that adjustment, keeping the ball down. Like I say, if you're going to miss down.
Yeah, well, that one definitely was up in the and Lopez made him pay for it.
Well, the one thing we've got to watch the Derby Twins, they're very patient. And they're patient. They're pressing the zone, and they'll make you throw that. If you get behind, you're going to throw that fastball down the middle. No wait on that until they've done this whole series.
Pitching Change is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. We thank all our sponsors for sponsoring Newton Rebels. And we're going to the sponsors real quick here, as we have Pitching Change. Play or score is sponsored by the Colonel Tim Marler family in honor of the National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. The double play sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law. They are working for you. The Pitching Change, which we have now, is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. Any double by the Newton Rebels is sponsored by Cobra Enterprise, Store and Stuff, and Realty Connections. Home runs by the Newton Rebels, sponsored by the John Odom family. Proud friends of Newton Rebels. And any great play out there, like we come here today, by the Rebels, is sponsored by Carl Hodgson and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. And also, we made that not only the big plays of the field, but player of the game.
Right.
So once again, we thank all our sponsors for being on board with us, and also we'd like to thank all our host families for helping us out this year. And we do have Buck Alley Pizza that delivers pizza
every home game except Sundays.
Game. So we want to thank them also for being one of our sponsors. All right, we're going to go back out on the field. And now coming to pitch for the New Rebels is number
Spencer Malley, lefty from Goddard, Kansas, 6'5", 210, Butler County Community College, and he just finished his freshman season.
Okay, and Spencer Malley is now the pitcher.
One thing about it, it's like right now the Rebels going to start pitcher. I mean, right, they got to get some quality starts. And yesterday they didn't get it with Rocco Armini. Gave up 6 runs in the first inning.
And there is Maley's first pitch into the ground for ball one.
That's why quality starts very important. If a quality start, it gives it 2 runs in the first 5 or 6 innings, whatever that is, whatever it depends if you're major or whatever, but it keeps you in the game.
Here's Maley pitch. That one misses for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. To shortstop number 32, Derek Troops. Troops just joined the team yesterday. It was his first time playing.
Yeah, right there, you got Troops.
That one hit hard into center field. He's in there for a base hit. And there goes no Troops. Finally, he does round it quickly. I thought he was going to take off as the ball got away from for just a second.
And he's a good guy at the bottom of my opinion. Yesterday, 2 on a double. He was 1-2, so he'll get on base. He just got that hit there, top of the lineup.
That is the 6th hit of the ball game for the Derby Twins. That will bring up the left fielder number 33, Club. Throw over to first base, and Troops is in safely.
So you need to keep account with this win. And it could be a high-scoring game. I think the Rebels will score some run.
Here's by Maley. That one misses high for ball one.
The trouble is we got to figure out how to stop the Twins. And having a difficult time last couple of games, 2 or 3 games actually.
The Derby Twins definitely have improved from last year. You could see that with their bats. And here's the pitch. That one in there for call strike one. Nice fastball there by Spencer Maley. Count goes to 1-1 strike. Runner on at first base is Cruz that has reached on the base hit into center field. But the Derby Twins have scored 3 runs here in the bottom half of the second inning, make 4-0. There's a hard hit by the shortstop. Scoots over to Barnes.
I missed that. Yeah, I was going to say that was a nice double play too.
Great job there as Robin went to Barnes and then Barnes went to Thorpe. Double play is sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul. The Turns at Law, they are working for you. So that's one of the first double plays turned by the Newtons in the year 2021.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot. Just Pate, hang in there. We will get your name out there. We'll have a lot of double plays.
That brings up the fielder number 18 back to Rosian. Rosian hit a home run in the bottom half of the inning to make it 1-0.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with him in this series.
Left-handed batter. That's 1 ball strikes. We do have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the second inning. That one's all 2.
Let you go. They have some solid players. I mean, we've been seeing them in the league. I mean, when we play the Monarchs, we'll be seeing a few of those guys also.
And here's a Maley pitch. Fastball, ball strike one, right across the letters.
And I think the big thing was that's got to repeat the mechanics. You and I talk about every pitcher's got to repeat the same consistent mechanics. And I think that's what he needs to do because that makes everything look the same, but it's a different pitch.
That one misses high for ball 3. He definitely throws the ball hard.
Yeah.
We don't have a radar gun, but you can hear the glove popping there on the catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Jack Terosian here in the bottom half of the second inning. 2 down. 4-0 is the score in favor of the Twins. That one hit to the first baseman. Or backhanded. Now throws it to Maley, but not going to be in time as Maley was just a little late. And Terosian hustled down that line. So he's going to reach in with a base hit.
That's a tough play, especially when it took it away from first base quite a bit right there. And then he's throwing against his body. And to be right there that quick. And I mean, pretty good speed there.
That is the 7th hit here by the Derby Twins in just 2 innings. That will bring up the first baseman, number 22, Nick Thibodeau. 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. Swing and a miss there by Thibodeau as the count now goes to no balls and 1 strike.
And I think right now Spencer Miller needs to keep staying away with them in the bottom of that, called the L right there, so they can, see those guys, they're going to go that way, go that way. Don't let them pull the ball.
Here goes around and it's fouled off there by Thibodeau. So heading back to first base will be to Rosian. As the count goes, no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 Thibodeau.
And like I say, Twins are going to stay aggressive. I mean, we know that. We know Camp. I mean, that's what he'll do.
0-2 now the count. And Spencer Maley. Here's the pitch. That one floats in there for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Thibodeau. Baker started off with a base hit in the bottom half of the second inning. Single again by Bonsick. And then a 3-run home run by Nick Lopez. As a Derby Twins scored runs here in the bottom half of the second inning to make it 4-0. 1-2 now the count. To Thibodeau, and here's the pitch by Maley. There goes the runner to second base. Call strike 3 right across the knees for the 3rd out. Great hit there by Spencer Maley as he records his first strikeout of the ballgame. Bottom half of the second inning for the Twins, they scored 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, it is the Derby Twins 4 and the Newton Rebels 0. And we'll be And welcome you back to Rebel Baseball as we go to the top of the third inning. The score 4-0 in favor of the Derby Twins. And 2 up for Newton Rebels will be the baseman number 7, Justin Barnes. He'll be followed by Corrigan and Mason in the hole. And Riley Taylor now getting ready to do his 3rd inning of work for the Derby Twins. Here's the first pitch. That one misses high for ball 1.
You know, until right now, he's getting the job done basically with fastballs. I mean, majority of pitches. We have a breakdown in the pitching, but I'd say most of them have been fastballs. Oklahoma State Cowboy, I mean, he's probably there. Of course, he's going to be able to throw hard.
Sorry about that. I was talking to Andrew there. Didn't see what the count is. And the board operator not to.
Well, they're waiting on you, Frank.
Is that what it is?
They're looking. It's 2-1.
2-1?
I believe so, yeah. 2 balls.
That one is ball. It's a 3 now count. Well, it looks like we got the other computer ready to go. But we're not going to use it here tonight because that means we have to shut the whole section down and then restart everything. We don't want to do that. So that one in there for call strike 2. I'll take count to full now at 3-2.
And that was a good take. I mean, that wasn't the pitch down the middle, but 3-1 or something. That could have easily been ball 4.
Yeah, that's don't look for one pitch on 3-1 count there. Swing and miss there by Justin Barnes as he goes down swinging for the first out. We had one down here in the top half of the 3rd inning will be the left fielder number 20, Aiden Corrigan.
That's strikeout.
That is the strikeout recorded by Riley Taylor. Once again, Corrigan is up. He is 1 for 1 here in the ball game, and a swing and a foul ball there by Corrigan. He fouls that off on the over the stance on the 3rd base side.
Ray, can you and I talk about?
Thank you, Andrew. We really appreciate it.
The old days.
Andrew Burgos.
Back when you and I were playing, it's like when you're having trouble hitting. Sometimes you throw a butt down, try to get something going, get that pitcher off. Because he's right now. He's in him.
And it's 1-1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one lifted into left field. Left fielder is coming in. And that's the catch for out number 2.
And Corrigan's seen the ball well.
That catch out left field.
He's seen the ball well, Frank. I mean, he's one guy that's been squaring it up right there.
So 2 outs now. They're up to hitter number 3, Corey Mesa. Here in the top half of the 3rd inning, 4 is the score in favor of the Twins.
And one thing we get hot for somebody that likes to just drop that down, or maybe you try to for a hit or whatever, because what you're doing right now is not working, so you got to change things.
And here's the pitch by Taylor. That one is outside as the count now goes to 1-1 strike.
Little 2-seam there.
Taylor's pitch in there across the knees as the count now goes 1-2 strikes down to Corey Mason. That's the hitter here this evening for the Newton Rebels. That one just misses for ball 2. So that would take the count now to 2-2. And Riley Taylor ready for his 45th pitch here in 3 innings. Swing and a miss there by Corey Mason. That is the 3rd out of the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And that is the 6th strikeout recorded by pitcher Riley Taylor.
Frank, I was going to say something real quick. One thing I know, you know, the general manager Jeff for a long time, and he was all concerned about his pitching. We don't have any pitcher. I don't have enough pitchers and all this, and I'm going right now. 5 games, I'm prepared to always pitch.
Well, the first pitcher that pitched the other day that Fukuda.
Yeah.
You know, he struck out around eight batters. So
We had like more than 14 or something. You know, it is. So yeah, I mean, it's all been a double digit, and so I mean, I'd be pretty impressed. You know, if you know, you had the pitching staff right there.
yeah, they've done a really good job, and then they've helped up the pitcher. Their arms.
Right. Oh yeah. No, their approach is, and they're going to play Coach Camp. I mean, we know him. We've known him for years, and he's going to stay aggressive. He's going to keep the guys in the game. And we're a younger team. I mean, it's just a lot younger, and so it's going to be a situation where it's going to be, you know, as the season goes on, just have to keep learning and get better and better. And we talked about that last night. Just don't give up. But what surprised me is a lot of fastballs today. We're seeing a lot of fastballs.
So far, the Derby Twins have scored 36 runs. They'll make that 40 runs. 36 runs in the first 4 ball games, and then they've scored 4 runs here. So 40 runs so far they have scored.
I'm pretty sure that's the top of the league right now. You know, if you did the league standings, and you know it's nice. I mean, it's nice to pitch. We have those.
So we're ready to go here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And due up is the right fielder, number 23, Chuck Ingram. Here's the first pitch by Maley.
You know, right now you're asking Maley to go out there and get some multiple innings in here because, you know, right now Ray couldn't go, you know, at the 2nd inning. So it's a tough run here for the coach.
That one fouled off there by Ingram, as that will even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. Score is Twins 4 and the Rebels 0. And here's Maley's pitch. That nice breaking ball there by Maley. Just float that one in there for call strike 2 as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And I think that's what you have to do. Stay away. You know, mix it up outside.
That one hit hard, foul.
Make them, so I said, Frank, make them go that way. Because you know what happens if you go inside and you make a mistake.
So the count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Chuck Ingram, right fielder for the Derby Twins. Here's the pitch by Haley. That one misses high for 2. We're up now at 2-2. No outs here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, as Ingram is the first batter. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss there by Ingram.
Great sequence right there and how he stayed away. I mean, and you know, the 1-2 pitch, you know, he had it hot and he came back and away with that fastball away. And that's what I think that you need to do. You need to stay away.
And that is Maley's 2nd strikeout of the ball game. First one of this inning brings up the second baseman of before, Kristen Powell.
And this guy, you need to keep off the bases, as you know.
Now breaking up for call strike 1. The ball is 1 strike now.
And I predict he'll be one of the league's leaders stolen bases because when that guy gets on, he'll steal.
Well, Powell has been leading off for the Derby Twins in the first 3 ball games. And let's see, I don't think he played yesterday, right?
No, he did not play.
So he got a break yesterday, but the first 3 games he did lead off and has done really well for the Twins. Here's the pitch by Maley. That fouled off as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I was going to say quite a few. They sat quite a few guys with, I think Baker and I think Lopez didn't play. So Coach Camp, he's mixing it up a little.
Getting everybody, you know, young season here, so getting everybody a chance. That one hit to the shortstop. Brotman moves to his right, goes across his body to Thorpe.
Yeah, that's a tough play right there. So the guy has that kind of speed.
Did he not get him there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
blocked off here by the dugout, so I couldn't tell. So they have base hit there by Powell. That is the 8th hit recorded by the Derby Twins. And we'll bring up the catcher, number 7, Cade Baker.
But he did, you know, it looked like a pitch away. He just kind of hit him right, kind of hooked it right in that hole.
Yeah, Robin had to move to his right quite a ways, and the ball looked like it was in line there at first base.
Yeah.
It must have just been off the bag there. But Powell was already crossing the bag at the time that the ball got there. Like I said, I was kind of, there's a throw to first base, and that ball gets away. There's going to be an error on the throw there by Maley. And Powell is rounding second base, going to third. And will be standing now at third base as the Newton Rebels recorded their first error here of the ball game.
You know, in there, it's like young pitcher, just step off. Just step off. Try to keep the double play intact and work on this hitter right here. I mean, you know how it can run, and he knows you're thinking about him when you do step off. You don't need to make throws if you know you don't feel comfortable with it, obviously. And they took away the double play situation.
Yeah, Maley threw that over Thor's head and was not able to get to it. That swing and miss there.
Yeah, Thor didn't have a chance at that.
As the count goes to balls, 1 strike to catcher number 7, Cade Baker is better. Once again, Powell is on at third base with 1 down. Fouled by Baker. As the count now goes no balls and 2 strikes.
And that's what I'm getting at, Frank. Like Spencer's doing a pretty good job. He's throwing just struck the Ingram before. It was just a ground ball to Powell. But the whole thing is, you got to believe in yourself and believe that I can get this guy out right here.
So 0-2 now the count to Cade Baker, the catcher for the Twins. Here's the pitch by me. Swing and a miss there by Baker, and that is the second strikeout of this inning for Spencer Bailey, and his third strikeout of the ball game for Bailey. That will bring up the designated hitter, Juan Murphy Bostic.
Yes, you're right. I mean, he has the stuff to get out of this inning.
Pitch is called strike 1 to Bostic.
And the one thing that the Twins do have is, I mean, right up in that line, I think they had 4 straight hits, and I think in that second inning there, and from the bottom of the lineup.
Ball hit to the third baseman. Goes to first base. That's Nolan Wright. Tossing the strike over to first.
Good job.
A 5-3 put out for the third out. So the bottom half of the third inning for the Derby Twins. They scored no runs on 1 hit, no 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 3 innings to play, it is the Derby Twins 4 and the Rebels 0. And we'll be right back. And we bring you back to Newton Rebels ball as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. The score 4-0 in favor of the Derby Twins. The Derby Twins scored 1 run in the bottom half of the 1st inning and 3 runs on the bottom half of the 2nd inning on a 3-run home run by number 18, Nick Lopez. So 4-0 is the score, and that due up now for the Newton Rebels here in the top half of the 4th inning. Third baseman, number 23, Nolan Riley. They will be followed by Brotman and Winkett in the hole.
It's going to be interesting to see Nolan Riley, how quick he can get his timing down. I mean, he had good at-bats time, I thought, for a guy that hasn't. I don't think he's played since the end of the season, a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
So Nolan Riley is in for his 2nd time here in the 2021, and Riley Taylor. And that ball lifted into right field. The right fielder making a great catch in right field was Chuck Ingram as he slid to his knees to make that catch. I'm sure you caught that on the camera, right?
Oh, yeah, I watched it like that.
You were watching instead of moving the camera. All righty.
But I'm a worst kind of photographer, I think, right here.
That brings up the shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman.
The thing about Riley, the adjustment he made is right there. He squared that up, Frank.
Yeah, he hit that solid. The right fielder just made a good play. There's a swing and a miss there by Brotman as the count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Once again, Brotman up the bat. Winkett on deck. And Campion in the hole if we get that far. As they're down here in the top half of the 4th inning. And Riley Taylor ready with the 0-1 pitch. That went right across the knee for call strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Andrew Brotman. Stop teaming for the Rebels.
Of course, do you think they're throwing foul balls here, Frank? I said I don't have a chart, but I mean, he's just coming after our guys.
He's just challenging them.
Robinson back of the box where you should be.
Another fastball misses outside there for ball 1. As the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Andrew Brotman.
Not a believer, Frank. I mean, when you're throwing fastballs all the time and get back in that box, in Major League, everything's relative. So you look at it and get back in that box. But if you're thinking, worry about the breaking ball.
And this is low for ball 2. Nice eye there by Brotman as that evens up the count now at 2-2.
But believe me, I had little battles with hitters. I'm thinking about the breaking ball. It's like you never saying. You think of the breaking ball, and there goes the fastball by. So, fastball react to everything else.
Here's Taylor's pitch. That one is low for ball 3.
That's a die.
Yeah, that was low and away. Good call there by Hire as the count goes full now at 3-2.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a, catcher. They try to do that, try to sell it.
Low for ball 4. So Andrew Brotman will be on at first base now with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning.
Good at bat right there by Brotman.
That is third walk given up by Riley Taylor. And that will bring in center fielder number 14, Trey Winkett. Winkett struck out his first time at the plate as I believe he looked at that 3rd strike go by, if I remember correctly.
And I think Winkett's kind of guy. He'd be a spark. When he gets it, I think when he starts hitting,
The swing and a miss there by Wingate.
Because he's a proven hitter, Frank. I mean, it is at Gateway Community College. I mean, he can hit.
As the count goes 1 strike now to Trey Wingate. But he made a heck of a play out in center field as he climbed the wall to make the catch. There goes Brotman to second base. The throw's down, and they're going to just barely get him there. Looks like they tagged him on his backside.
Yeah, right now, Coach Clark's trying to get anything, something going, and hoping to get him over at second base for a chance for a runner in scoring position, but it's good throw.
So the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down now, and that clears the bases. That one entered for call strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike now to Wingate. 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. And here's Taylor's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Wingate. So he goes down for out number 3. And that is the 7th strikeout recorded by Riley Taylor. As we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Well, Mark, 4-0 is the score here, and we go to the bottom half of the inning. So far, the Rebels have scored no runs on 2 hits. They have 1 error, and the Derby Twins have scored 4 runs on 8 hits. So they just doubled or tripled our team.
Right. And center field, sort of adjustment, especially on the fastball, Frank. That's what I was asking you, because I mean, most are fastballs, and what kids like to hit fastballs. But you know, he has a good. Obviously, he's at Oklahoma State. You know, so I mean Taylor. So I mean, he you know, he can throw, but you kind of know. If I was going to guess, if I was up the plate, I'm going to guess it's a fastball. Okay?
So when he's throwing you those fastballs, like you say, and I did notice that most of the batters, are in the back of the stance of the box. Well, you know, they are playing right. They just can't catch up to that fastball.
And here's the thing that I, working with hitters sometimes when you're having trouble with a guy like this, one, try to get in 2 strike approach. Another, spread out a little, just maybe get your hands from the hands. The other thing is make sure your hands are loaded early, because sometimes those hands, they're a little too late time to ball by. So I mean, it's adjustments though, and I'm not. We haven't worked with these guys enough. We've only had them a week, so we don't know what they can do and what they can't do, but we're hoping to make them.
Well, we're ready to go. We're going to take you back out to the field as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Due up for the Derby Twins will be third baseman number 18, Nick Lopez. Lopez's last time up hit a 3-run home run, and that gave the Derby Twins a 4-0 lead. So Lopez tonight 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs. And Spencer Maley is now ready to get to work here in the bottom half 4th. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. As count goes to 1 ball, no strikes to Nick Lopez.
I think Spencer's done a great job. He came in that second inning, and it's a pitch away, and he's mixing it that way.
That one is time for ball 2. 2-0 now the count to Lopez. Lopez playing third base here this evening.
Yeah, like I said, he told me yesterday he'll be ready today. Then boom, 3-run homer.
Here's the pitch by Maley. That one lifted to the right hand side. Looks like the second baseman Barnes backs up, makes the catch for out number 1.
Shortstop number 32, Derek Drew.
You know, and that was a good job by Barnes right there. Took control and made a play. The tee right there, everything's away. So Lopez he wants to turn on the ball like he did before. And so stay away. Don't try to hit that way.
That's going to get up to shortstop number 32, Derek Troops. Troops is 1 for 1 as he got a base hit in the second inning and was hit into a double play by Wolf, making the first and second out of that inning. That pitch misses, ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
Yeah, it wasn't by much, but I like you see him saying I like that he's staying away, because I mean I think it goes inside. That's where the damage is going to happen.
And here's the pitch by Maley. That one outside for ball 3. 3-0 now the count to Derek Katrubs. Shortstop here this evening for the Twins.
Seems like they have some pretty good depth too. I mean, some of the guys that came in the game yesterday, they pretty well job. Good job.
Well, I've been impressed with the ones that just joined the team for the Derby Twins. There's been a couple of guys that have played here last game, just coming in, and they have definitely contributed for the Derby Twins. 3-1 now the count. And that one was fouled off along the third base dugout. Maley steps off. Still beautiful evening here, Mark.
You know, and I'll guarantee this, Frank. I mean, as general manager, the team that you'll see in July, this is not the team you're going to see. This team here will not be the same team.
That one lifted into left field. Going back is the left field. Is Aiden Corrigan. Full second out. Nice hit there by Katruth, but Corrigan was able to track that down and make the catch. Full second out. That bring up the left fielder number 33, Kirk Bluff.
And Frank, talking about depth, I like the Rebels outfield depth. I like how they've been playing. I really like the outfielders, and they're looking good. Anybody he puts out there is defensively has looked really well, pretty good.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. I thought that our outfielders are outstanding. They've really done a job no matter who's been out there.
Right.
They've all really done a good job.
And I think that's what he's waiting for. Who's going to be the hitter? You know, once he's that hard hitter, then he'll get some more at bats.
Swing and miss there by Kirk Wood as the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0 the score in favor of the Twins.
Like right here, I'd try maybe even go a little further away. Then you can come back. See if, because I said, this guy, you know what he wants to do.
Here's his pitch. That ball hit to the stop. Andrew Brotman. Brotman comes up with it, goes to first base. Thor for out number 3. So a 6-3 put out for the 3rd out. And the bottom of the 4th inning for the Derby Twins. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4 innings played, the Derby Twins 4 and the Newton Rebels 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the inning. The score is 4-0 in favor of the Derby Twins. Due up for the Newton Rebels will be the right fielder number 8, Thomas Pion, followed by Thor and Allen in the hole. And Riley Taylor getting ready to do his 5th inning of work. So far, Taylor has given up no runs on 1 hit. Correction, they've got 2 hits. Might have missed one there.
Right fielder number 8, Thomas Capion.
Well, I've only got 1 hit, so that was in the 1st inning. So the scoreboard may be wrong there. And here's the first pitch to Capion.
That's a good eye right there. That's a good approach. That's a tough pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch he led off of right there.
1 ball and 2 strikes now to Capion, and here's Taylor's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Capion as the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. 58 pitches now for Riley Taylor. Here's number 59. Swing and a miss. There's that one was low to Capion. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, Thor on deck and Allen in the hole.
See, right now he's in his rhythm. He's in a rhythm.
Ball hit hard to the first base side. The second baseman is going to make a stop and go to first base. That was Powell to Thibodeau. 4-3 put out if you're scoring at home. First out will bring up the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor. And we were talking about a couple of ago that he was named the freshman of the year.
Yeah, that's
been
great. Parents have to be proud of him. I mean, that's the team coach.
So here's the first pitch now to Thor. That one right across the knees as the count goes to no ball, 1 strike.
I mean, Thor's a big kid, 6'25". I feel like he's mostly generates that bat seed and meets this pitch. It's going to go.
That one also right across the knees. Another fastball. 0-2 now count. 1 down here in the top half 5th inning. And here is a Taylor's pitch. That one hit hard. It's right. That one is back. That may be. It's off the wall. I thought that might be gone. That is a double for Carson Thor. That double is by Cobra Enterprise, Thor and Stuff, and Realty Connections. So Carson Thor records his first hit of the ball game, a double off the wall in right field. And now we have a runner on at second base with 1 down, and that will bring up the catcher number 22, Connor Allen.
We just said that if he just makes contact, Carson Thor, I think then he's going to drive the ball, and he must hit it out of there, Frank.
Well, Thor went with that time. That ball was thrown outside and by Taylor, and Thor just went with it and almost hit it over the fence there. A swing and a miss there by Connor Allen as count goes to no balls, 1 strike.
I think Connor his hand again. He needs to get his hands ready right here.
No balls, 1 strike down to
Thor. I like to press that adjustment he made.
And here's the pitch. That one right across the knees. As the count goes, no balls, 2 strikes now to Connor Allen.
And that's the thing. It's the 9th hitter, so when Barnes up, would be a 3rd time around on him.
That one high for ball 1. That would take the count now to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the 2nd hit recorded by the Newton Rebels here this evening. That double by Carson Ford. Once again, we'd like to thank our double sponsors. And here's the pitch by Taylor. Fouled off there by Allen. And that hit the catcher.
And this is what we're talking about, the 2-strike approach.
That one was fouled right back into the midsection of cage. So umpire does what most good umpires do, and walk out to the pitcher's mound to try to give the injured player just a chance to catch a breather here. As the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Connor Ellinger for the Rebels. So we're still at second base with 1 down, and here's the pitch. Fastball that's hit to the third baseman. Third baseman Lopez goes to first and moves over to third base now. And they are going to get him out. It is a double play as the play goes from 5-3 for the 2nd out, and then 5-3 back to 5 for the 3rd out. So the top out the 5th inning for the Newton Rebels. They score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody. At the end of 4.5 minutes of play, it is the Derby Twins 4 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome back to Newton Rebels baseball as we have a new in Newton Rebels at number 38, Carson Jacobs.
Jacobs from Hayes, Kansas, 6'8", 215 from Newman University, and he just his freshman year.
And that pitching change is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. So Carson Jacobs now on the mound for the Rebels. There's a hard hit ball into left field by Jack Tarosian. That's going to be in for extra bases. That is the 9th hit of the ball game for the Derby Twins. Standing at second base. Here, the bottom half of the 5th.
You got to remember they've seen him before because the game 2.
He reaches on with a double. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 22, Nick Thibodeau.
They have seen him before.
Pitch into the ground, gets away. Throw down third base, but not going to be in time. And Jack Tarosian is now standing on at third base.
That's what's not. I mean, we have speed or something like. I mean, right there, you got a runner on third and 2. So
runner on at third base with no outs. Here, bottom half of the 5th inning, 4-0 score in favor of Derby Twins. And Carson Jacobs ready to go. Here's his throw. That one breaking in there, but not good enough for a ball.
I did want to mention, though, I was very impressed with Spencer Melee. That came, that was just in there for the last 3 innings, and he shut him down pretty well.
Umpire's not giving us a count, and the scoreboard operator was a little bit of slip there. I think it's 2-1. That one in there for call strike 2. So the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he said that a little, I don't know if he heard you.
Yeah.
A little action on that one.
Nick Thibodeau. And here's the pitch. That one hit hard past the third baseman. So that's going to be another base hit and another run scores for the Derby Twins. Thibodeau records his 2nd hit of the game and his first RBI. So that is the 10th hit of the ball game and the 5th run.
Again, pitch getting all up, especially with fastballs. And these guys, they're going to hit fastballs.
We'll bring up the right fielder, number 23, Chuck Ingram. So Thibodeau records his 2nd hit of the ball game.
Some action in the bullpen, too. Frank, I'll try to find out what it is. They definitely want to try to keep this close.
That went fouled off there by Ingram.
But I definitely need to. I would suggest keep the ball away, because like I said, they can turn on it. They'll turn on that fastball, middle in.
Here's the pitch. That one misses outside.
But if you can't locate, that's the key with the pitcher. If you can't locate, you're going to be in trouble.
Ball one. Now goes 1-1 strike, I believe. I can see the umpire's right hand, but I can't see left hand. It is 1-1. Thank you very much, sir.
Right.
Count goes 1-1 strike now to Ingram. As we have no out here in the bottom half fifth inning. That one is fouled off there by Ingram. So the count now will go to 1-2 strikes. Thibodeau on at first base as he reached first with his second hit of the ball game. One run has been scored here in the bottom half of the fifth to make it 5-0 in favor of the Derby Twins. Here's the pitch. That one misses. And there goes the runner to second base. They're going to tag him out. Nice job there by Connor Allen, making the tag to Andrew Brutman. So a 2-6 put out for first out.
It was pretty quick feet right there by Connor Allen. Quick release.
And we have one down now here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. That one was missed high, so the count should be 2-2 strikes.
Yeah, right now, I mean, I don't know if he's warming up out there. I know Marine's not out there right now, so I don't know if he's just getting warmed up for next inning. Or
Hit right back up the middle. That's going to be in for a base hit by Ingram. Ingram records his first hit of the ball game as Jake Jacobs almost had his head taken off there as that bounced right over his head.
He's a tall guy,
So that is the third hit of the inning. That will bring up the second baseman number 4, Kristen Powell. The runner on at first base with one down here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. There's a pitch. That one is fouled by Powell as the count goes to 0-1 strike.
The thing is, we know the Rebels can come back. They did that in Game 3 against these guys, and losing the game 11-10. They were down, what, 10-4?
10-4.
Yeah.
10-4. And were able to come back and tie it up. Unfortunately, they lost it on the 4 walks in one inning to give the Derby Twins the go-ahead run and the winning run.
Yeah, it is. It's Zach Illig.
From 34?
That was out there, yes,
Okay.
down the bullpen. And he might be warming up, seeing how his arm feels, because, I mean,
He didn't yesterday, but he
no,
did pitch
the 3 previous.
3 previous days.
You
Exactly
know,
right.
and I know Coach is watching him in Reno.
So it is 0-1 strike. There goes the runner to second base. Now the toss. James not in time there.
Yeah, if that throw was down lower, he had him, but he had
Yeah, Justin Barnes had to jump up for that one there and made the tag, but not in time. So Ingram is in with a stolen base. Count goes to 1-1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one lifted into center field. Center fielder Trey Wingett makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down now here in the bottom half of the fifth inning.
And first, Jake, so you get out of this, just give it that one run. It's only 5-0, Frank. So have some baseball left.
And that will bring up the catcher number 7, Caden Baker. Baker struck out his last time at the plate, and he did have a single start off the second inning and scored a run with that 3-run home run. There goes the runner to third base.
He hit him.
He did hit him. Okay,
Yes,
thank
a
you.
dead ball.
So it will be a dead ball. So both the runner at Ingram will have to go back to second base. There'll be runners on at first and second with 2 down.
Number 1, Murphy Bostic.
And that will bring up the designated hitter number 1, Murphy Bostic.
You know, I just noticed Baker, he was right on top of the plate, too. So, I mean, I think he was looking for something like that to get on base.
So Carson Jacobs here in the fifth inning steps off. Going back second base is
That could help. That could help the Rails right there because the runner had to go back.
2 down now here in the bottom half of the 15. Here's the pitch. One in there for strike 1. Home plate umpire calls a strike. Is a hit, no balls, and 1 strike. I have to go give me something to drink. I'm cotton mouth right now, Mr. Carb. Swing and a miss there by Bostic as the count goes to no ball and 2 strikes.
Need something to pitch. I'd say stay away. Stay away. But also Bostic's the kind of guy, he likes to, you know, what I've seen right now, he likes to hit that ball up the middle. But with Brotman playing kind of the middle, there's a big hole there between third base and short.
Here the ball gets away from the catcher Allen. Both runners will advance, and Ingram rounds third base very aggressively, but decides not to go. So Ingram is now at third base. Baker at second.
Yeah, I don't know what what he was calling right there with Connor Allen. It's got mixed up or whatever, but this isn't the time to do that. Now Connor's on the same page here.
Yeah, I think so, because
Crossed him up.
crossed him up. Looked like he kind of stepped up a bit, expecting a different pitch there. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes down to Bostic with Anger third and Baker at second, 2 down.
And you're ahead in the count, so just be smart. Don't get too cute or anything. But it's go ahead and pitch that ball away. And I think that's what Allen was trying to do, pitch something away.
And here's the pitch. Breaking
There.
ball, swing and a miss there by Bostic, and he goes down for the 3rd out. Bottom half of the 5th inning for the Derby Twins. They score 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors and 2 left on base. At the end of 5, the score is the Twins 5 and the Rebel Newton 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's game, going along by General Manager Mark Cavallo as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. And you didn't clear my scores.
No.
What is
Well, you
wrong
took
with you?
off.
Can
I
I get me
get
something
old.
to drink? Well, I just gotten me on that. I could barely talk. All right, leading off top of the 6th inning for the Newton Rebels will be the second baseman, number 7, Justin Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 2 here tonight. He struck out twice here in the ball game. On deck is Corrigan and Mason in the hole.
Frank, third time around. What we always talk about, third time around, that's when the hitter starts taking advantage of the pitcher because he's seen her. And so we'll see what happens. Barnes is the leadoff hitter.
Well, Riley Taylor, starting his 6th inning at work. He has a total of 7 strikeouts here in the ball game. First pitch is misses for ball 1 as the count goes to 1 ball, no strikes to Justin Barnes. Barnes played outfield, I believe, yesterday. Is that correct?
Right.
And then today he's playing second base. And here is his pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count to
I was
Barnes.
going to say, Taylor looks like he has some pop there, Frank. That's not pretty hard. I don't have a gun.
He's on 66 pitches, going on 67 here. And here's the pitch. That one hit hard there by Justin Barnes. That's going to be gone. It is a home run by Justin Barnes. Boy, he turned on that one nicely.
Yeah.
And it is a home run. Rebels takes the score to 5-1 now in favor of the Derby Twins. But Justin Barnes, no doubt about that home run.
He definitely made some adjustments. We're just talking about that after 2 straight strikeouts. And we've been saying, if you can hit that ball out front, hit it tall, it's going to go.
Well, that's it. That's all you got to do is look for that fastball like you've been talking about. And we'll bring up the third of 20, Aiden Corrigan.
I know when Carson Orr hit that to the right field, he got fastball. He was got a hold of that. You know what? So we'll see what happens. Now Corrigan's been hitting the ball hard. He had the base hit, the first hit. Then he hit the ball hard his second time up. So he's making some good contact.
By that home run is sponsored by John Odeman family, proud prince of the Newton Rebels. Also, that score, or that play at the plate, that score is sponsored by Colonel Tim Mahler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. And Corrigan lifts that into left field. Left fielder gets under, makes the catch. That's Kirk Wolf for out number 1.
Rebels just need to work on getting a couple more guys on base. I mean, we still got some game left, got a lot of game left. Then get that big hit, which they did the other day with the 11-10 game. It was really fun to watch that game.
That's going to bring up the hitter number 3, Corey Mason. Mason's 0 for 1 here this evening. That pitch down into the dirt as the count goes 1 ball, no strikes now to Corey Mason. Riley on deck and Broadman in the hole if we get that far as we have 1 down here at the top half of the 6th inning. Score 5-1 as Justin Barnes just hit a home run for your Newton Rebels. That one right across the knees for call strike as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike to Corey Mason.
You know, the one thing was about that Barnes hit, that sound. That's a great sound there. You know, that, when you hit that sweet spot of the wood, nothing like it, Frank.
2-1 now the count to Corey Mason. Doesn't hit for the Rebels here this evening. And here's Taylor's pitch. That one, it misses outside for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. One thing about this home plate umpire, he's been very, very consistent on his calls.
Yeah, no, he has. Nobody's complaining or anything. I mean, guy strikes out, he looks at
Here's
him.
Taylor's pitch. That one misses high for ball 4. So they'll have a runner on at first base now with one down, and they'll bring up the third baseman number 20, Nolan Riley. Once again, Riley just joining the team here in the Newton Rebels. He played with us last year. This is his first game. He is 0 for 2 here this evening as he flew out to the shortstop and flew out to right field.
Riley's kind of guy, like I said, he'll make good contact, he'll make the pitcher work, and he'll get his pitch. He's a joy to watch.
That one across the knees for call, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Riley.
And what I like about him, Frank, he'll hit the ball wherever it's pitched. That's his philosophy. If it's inside, and like we saw last time, he hit the hard line drive to right field.
Right, Taylor's pitch. That one right across the knees for call, strike 2. With no balls, 2 strikes as Riley Taylor getting ready for his 75th pitch here in the ball game.
It's going to be interesting to see because, like I said, he's always going to try to strike out. He always puts the ball in play.
That hit hard to the second baseman. Great job there by the second baseman. Powell goes to second base for the force out. So that is a 4-6 put out as Powell had to move to his right, went down to his knees and tossed that to the shortstop, Troops. And Riley is on with the fielder's choice. That will bring up the shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman.
But things about Riley, he's hitting the ball hard right there.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball that almost scooted by that second baseman. Here's Taylor's pitch. A swing and a miss there by Brutman as the count now goes to no balls and 1 strike. We have 2 down here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Brutman from Kansas City, Kansas, in Neosho County, was his JUCO, and now he's going to Eastern Illinois.
Taylor goes over to first base in simply Nolan Riley.
We know Brotman, he could hold of it, fly out here too. We've seen that, and you were talking about the one game he had 4 home runs in one day with the doubleheader.
4 home runs, and not only that, but he hit for the cycle.
Yeah. So this man could do a lot.
Hard hit ball there by Brotman. A diving effort there by the third baseman Lopez, but not able to get to it. As Brotman records his first hit of the ball game, that moves Riley to second. And that's the 4th hit recorded by the Newton Rebels. As the Rebels now have runners on at first and second, but now that brings up the center fielder number 14, Trey Winged. And here comes head coach Tom Campa as he's going to come out to talk to Riley Taylor.
I think just going to see how he feels and everything, because right now, he doesn't have anybody in the bullpen. I haven't seen anybody throw at you. I haven't seen anybody. So I think that's, hey, how you feeling? What do you think? Can you go finish this inning or whatever? So I think he's fine. He made one mistake. That's what he's saying. I just made a mistake. But I'll tell you, Frank, it's good to see guys on base. Runners on base. I had somebody ask me a game, some general manager, and said, hey, man, we need some excitement here, Coach Carr. So, we need to get runners on base, gets us excited. I go, well, they're trying.
Exactly right. So due up now for the Newton Rebels is Trey, left-handed batter, as we do have runners on at first and second, but 2 down. One hit scored here in the top half of the 6th inning, 5-1 now. And here's the pitch swing there by Wingett as the count goes to no balls, 1 strike.
I think Trey needs to get his hands ready. Just get them ready. I know he can hit this.
And here's Taylor's pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Wingett.
Like you said, the umpire here, he has a very consistent zone right here. Wingett just needs to be ready, get that pitch. He's going to come right after you. I know Taylor's going to come right after you with a fastball.
That went out off there by Wingett as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that might have been it right there, Frank. That was a good pitch.
Riley's on that second base. Brotman on at first. Riley reached on the fielder's choice and Brotman reached on base hit. 2 down here in the top half of 16. And Riley are ready to go. That one fouled off there by Wingett.
Wingett, right now it's an F home run. It's one just a little base hit, it's going to score.
As the count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trey Wingett. Once again, if you missed it, he made a great catch.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the 2nd inning there as he caught one up against the wall as he climbed the wall to get to it to make that catch. And here comes Taylor's pitch. That one fouled off once again by Wingett. Hanging tough up there. It's exactly what we like to see.
Yeah, and the more he sees, I think the more advantage he has because he's seen his pitches now. But I just think right now Taylor's he's in a mode. I'm just coming after you with my fastball.
And here's good. That one
Yeah.
misses outside. Ball 2-2. Now the count to Trey Wingate.
He's trying for a changeup right there. Just, and like I said, he hasn't had to throw his secondary pitch as much, Frank.
Yeah, he's basically been relying on that fastball, and this is going to be his 80th pitch of the ball game. As Riley Taylor has ready to go. That one just misses outside, and the count goes full now at 3-2.
And they finally do have somebody in the bullpen out there for the Twins. Of course, I can't see it.
It's kind of dark up in that corner over there. So now, there's that first and both runners will be taken off as there is 2 down here in the top half of the 6th inning. And there goes the runners. Swing and a miss there by Trey Wingate, and he goes down swinging. So the top half of the 6th inning for the Newton Rebels. They score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. By that home run by Justin Barnes here for the Rebels. At the end of 5.5 innings play, it's the Derby Twins 5 and the Newton Rebels 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you to Newton Rebels baseball. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Derby Twins up 5-1. Due up for the Derby Twins will be the second baseman, number 18, Nick Lopez. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Derek Katrubs, and then left fielder number 33, Kurt Woods.
Well, we have a new pitcher and a guy that you pretty well.
Okay, new pitcher now here for the Newton Rebels, number 34. It's got to be right. Okay, Zach Gillick is now coming in to pitch.
Lady from Center, 6'2", 205 at Pratt Community College. Redshirt sophomore. Had previously been a couple years at Friends University.
So Gillick now coming in. That change is brought to you by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. The first pitch there goes to Lopez, misses for ball 1. That will even up the count now at 1 ball and strike. 5-1 is the score in favor of Derby. And Zach Gillick now on the mound. That one right across the knees as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
In that 11th game that the Rebels lost in Gill, he was very effective. When we were down to 10-4, he's the one that kept the game.
Great job there by Gillick. He goes down swinging for out number 1. That is the first strikeout recorded by Zach Gillick. That will bring up the shortstop, number 32, Derek Katrubs. Zach Gillick, his parents are Stephanie and Jason Gillick. Siblings are Alex and Samantha. Alex play for the Valley Center Hornets. And I just happened to be the voice of the Valley Center Hornets. So I got a chance to see him play baseball here this last year. Zach went to Pratt Community College. His favorite player, I want to do something here.
Corey Kluber?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what he's going. The Yankees.
Who last spent 5 minutes with?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. That's very interesting. You learn a lot about these players when you ask them these kind of questions. Anyway, we say hi to his parents and his siblings. Zach Gillick now on the mound. That one missed as high as the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One thing real quick, Frank, is like Garrett Radaha right here. He's going back down to Arizona. A fine young man. I've known him for a few years now, and he's one of my favorite guys.
Ah, nice pitch there by Zach Gillick. That is as Troop goes down looking for out number 2. Great pitch there by Gillick right across the knees. And that is the second out of the inning and the second strikeout recorded by Zach Gillick. As I told you last ball game, or not last ball game, the game before that, he led the league, was one of the top pitchers in strikeouts. So Zach Gillick knows how to get it done. That one in there for call strike 1 to left fielder number 3, Kirk Wolf.
Yeah, he comes right after. That's why he has that bulldog mentality. He comes, hey, give me the ball, let's go.
As a matter of fact, if any of you sponsors would like to sponsor our strikeouts, boy, this would be
yeah.
the guy to bet on. You can make money on Zach Gillick.
Yeah, we're still looking for sponsors, so anybody, please, give us a call.
Pitch misses inside. As down, 2 balls, 1 strike to Kurt Wolf. Wolf is 0-3 here this evening. Grounded out to the third baseman, hit into a double play, 6-4-3, and then grounded out to the shortstop. That one fouled off by Wolf. As the count now goes even at 2-2. Two down here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. The score 5-1 in favor of the Derby Twins.
I was going to say also Mr. Radaha here. He's going to be leaving, but he's hoping to come back in the summer. And he pitched for us the other day.
Kurt, that hurt me.
Yeah, I think he had that OPAC.
So Kurt will be on at first base as a hit batsman. You probably heard that because we added a microphone out on the field, and I'm sure I heard it on the headset.
I heard it.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, 13, Jack Torosian.
Frank, did you have pads on your arms and all that?
I didn't know. You know what?
I can't remember ever.
I remember having a lot of bruises, a lot of scrapes on knees and my shoulders and my elbows, but no pads. Torosian this evening is 3 for 3 as he had a home run in the first inning, a single in the second, and double in the fifth inning.
Yes, everything's changed through the years.
Runner on at first base now with two down here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. And Jack Torosian up at the plate. That one does misses for ball one. And now goes to 1 ball and strike.
Yeah, like I said, he's been on the Rebel side right here. Tough out with his, hitting with his speed. He's got power. He uses all the field.
Toss over to first base and in safely is Wolf. 1-1 now the count to Torosian. Two down here in sixth. Another toss over to first base as Zach Gillick making sure that Wolf stays close.
He's a pickoff. He's quick. He has quick feet.
Those weren't pickoffs. Those were just, I remember there. And once again, he goes over to first base. And the count stays at 1-1 now to Torosian.
I'd like to see him go in and focus on this hitter right now. Like I said, again, it's going to take probably 2 hits to score and 2 outs.
Here's the pitch by Gillick. That one fell off there by Torosian as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's very effective. He's one guy that can throw over there. A lot of pitchers, they throw there. Then you make that bad throw or whatever, and you're in trouble.
He was going to pick up a ball. Okay. I thought maybe some tellers were talking too loud.
Yeah.
All right, the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Torosian. 2 down here in the bottom half of the sixth. Runner at first base. And Gillick's pitch. There goes the runner to second base. That gets away from Allen. And rounding second base is Wolf. He'll stop at second. Give him a stolen base because I think he would have. He was already going there.
Now, the one thing, Frank, in the backdrop here, the backstop, it's not, it's pretty close. In our ballpark, it's back there. So, I mean, if the ball gets by, he's probably third base.
So the count goes 2 balls, strikes now to Torosian. And there's a check swing there by Torosian. And it was into the ground. It will be full now at 3-2.
Like Gillick get this right here. They've done a great job. I mean, real good job of running position. 2 outs.
Here we go. Pitch. Change up there by Gillick, and he's going to go to first base for the
good job.
So it's a 1-3 put out if you're scoring with us. And at the bottom half of the sixth inning for the Derby Twins, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 6 innings of play, it is the Derby Twins 5 and the Newton Rebels 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the second. The score is 5-1 in favor of the Derby Twins. We're going to have a pitching change now for Derby. Coming to pitch for Derby will be number 26, Carson Shepard. You want to give us a little bit of information about
Carson's
him?
from Boona. I never heard of this. Boona, Texas, Frank. I mean, I know you've been all over Texas. So.
No, I don't think I have.
6'3", 200, right-hander, and he goes to Howard Community College.
First batter that he'll be facing is Thomas Capion, right fielder for Newton Rebels. On deck is Thor and Allen in the hole.
Let's say, Frank, just kind of showing the camera here. Look at the beautiful sky up there. It's a beautiful, I mean, I don't know if our camera shows it, the colors, everything's a beautiful night at the ballpark, folks.
Well, if you go, we'll just see it better. There you go.
There we go. I kind of show it around. I show that's what we're under today. People all over the country, the world, are watching us. This is beautiful. This is Kansas right here. So, anyway,
All right,
just wanted to show that.
All right, let's get back to baseball here as we go to the top half of the seventh inning. And once again, the batter for the Newton Rebels is the right fielder, number 8, Todd Capion. Capion was 0 for 1 here this evening as he reached on a base on balls and was left stranded at second. And then he grounded down to the second baseman in the fifth inning to get the first out. There's a swing and a miss there. As the countdown goes to no balls and 1 strike. 5-1 is the score here in the top half of the seventh inning. Nice ball game here this evening so far. There's another swing and a miss. Count goes no balls and 2 strikes to Thomas Capion.
Capion speaking from Hawaii, so he's used to the beautiful sunsets.
And if I remember right, there's like a 5 or 6 hour difference in Hawaii.
Yep.
That one into the ground. So what time is it now? Almost 9 o'clock?
Yep.
I think it's like 4 o'clock their time, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Capion. And here's the pitch. That one hit hard there to the shortstop, and it goes right to the shortstop's glove. So that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Derek Catrus, as Capion will be now on at first base.
Okay, right there. I mean, does hit the ball hard? We're talking about 2 strikes. Hit the ball hard, see what happens. I mean, there's a good indication because it's a good shortstop right there.
That brings up the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor. Thor hit a double his last time up. And was thrown out at third base on that 5-3 put out. 5-3-5 it was. As they went to space at the out, that ball hit right over our heads.
Yeah, it looks like Thor's ready to hit. Like he had 2 strikes before 2 fastballs went by, and then it was like, I'm swinging at this one. I'm going after. He went after it. And that ball I thought was going to go out opposite field.
Well, he's a ball player because he's chosen freshman of the year.
Right.
So the balls was dropped now to Thor with Capion on at first base on that air ball, the shortstop. That's only the first error for the Derby Twins here this evening. And here's the pitch. That went hard into left field, or is it center field? Can't see. It looks like the left field's going to get under it. Makes the catch. That was Kurt Wolf for out number 1. So line out to left field. F7 is the play. That will bring the catcher number 22, Connor Allen. 1 down here in the top half of the 7th inning.
I was going to say, Frank, he got a hold. I mean, he hit it. He just got a little under it. And I'll tell you right now, it's a tough sky. You're not the only one. Sometimes outfielders, you can't see the ball like that, especially at sunset like this.
So Carson Shepard is ready to work against Connor Allen. Capion looked like he was going to be going to second base there, but after about 2-3 steps, he headed back to first, and stepping off was Shepard.
Well, I'm sure Capion noticed he wasn't even looking over at him. So
no, I think that's what happened, and somebody hollered at Shepard, and he stepped off.
So and it's smart because make it think about you.
There's a pitch by Shepard. That one fouled off over our heads again.
I'll kind of be glad to get out of here right here because there's a little opening right here that foul balls go right over us.
I'm not as dumb as I look. I got you in that spot, and I'm behind the fence.
I thought I'm the general manager. I'm going to be supposed to take care of Frank. I'm going to have a talk after the game here.
Well, some guys are replaceable.
I guess so. I guess.
All right, to no balls. That one's in there for call strike.
So now I thought
count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I thought that was a little high and outside, but like you said, Carson, pretty good job. I always look at where the catcher sets up, Frank. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Let's tell it was going to be a pitch out.
Once again, Capion is on at first base with 1 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. And here's the pitch by Shepard. That one up high, check swing, and they say no, he did not go.
Yeah, it's like one thing, when you get your load, I say don't ever be swinging your hands right there, and he almost did, but he hit it.
I got 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Connor Allen. Scored operator just a little off here. If he's listening, put 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a breaking, but just misses out 3. Count goes full now at 3-2. And
that's a Shepard right there. That was pretty close.
Shepard thought he had one, but it was a little low from my angle anyway.
Shepard kind of walked around the mound there like, oh wow, what? Okay.
So Connor Allen Up with the 3-2 count. And here's Shepard's pitch. There goes a Capion. Misses outside. And I'm going to be off on the count because I thought that was ball 4.
Yeah, it's like if you notice.
Capion is on at second base now
Shepard.
on a stolen base.
She-
And now the count must be 3-2.
Shepard took his hat off. He's, like, what's going on?
Yeah,
You know, and
catcher-
you cannot show that emotion. And the catcher went out and talked to him.
Okay, Baker did a good
Yeah,
job going
Baker.
out there and swat him on the rear. Say, hey, you're all right.
That's can't let your emotion show.
I believe the count is 3-2 now. It's full. So Capion in with a stolen base at second base.
Connor Allen, those were 2 close pitches too, though.
Yeah, you got to be protected here. And Capion jumping around second base, and Shepard decides that he's not going to do anything. So finally, they call timeout. Home
You don't know
plate.
how much, especially the balls here, because right there you look at him and he's making think about him. The runner, he's making think about it. It's kind of distracting. Captain's doing a good job.
So Carson Shepard now ready to go, and here's the pitch. That one into the ground. That's going to be ball 4. And going to first base will be Connor Allen as we have one down here, and that will bring up the second baseman, number 7, Justin Barnes. And boy, Justin Barnes hit a home run his last time up as he doubled the left center fifth at about 350.
Well, and you look at Barnes. I mean, he's 5'10", 180. He's not a big kid. I mean, he lit into that one. He
hit it solid. I mean,
Yeah,
as soon
that's
as he
what
hit
we're
it, you
talking
knew
about.
it was gone.
well,
Matter of
Taylor's
fact,
throwing
the
fastballs.
Yeah,
That's,
matter of fact, that left fielder just looked to his left and took a step back and just watched it fly over the fence. So anyway, Justin Barnes is now the batter. Is he 1 for 3 here this evening? Went into the ground. Nice there by the catcher Baker as he kept his chest right in front of it, and he went off his chest protector. Goes out into fair territory. No runners advance. They stay at second and first. Capion is at second base. Allen at first. And we have one down here in the top half of the 7th inning.
and I do like Baker, catcher. I mean, you look at all the pitches he's had, the hard throwers. I mean, that we've saw the last few games. Often the off-speed guys too. He does a good job blocking.
There's a Capion one playing games with Shepard. And Shepard decides not to do anything. So there's a timeout at home plate.
Just trying to get in his head right there, trying to hit this rack. If he can make a mistake, and then you never know if another pitch that Barnes could probably do. He showed us.
Should be 1 ball, no strikes as that last pitch was into the ground. Swing and a miss there by Barnes. And the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the top half of the 7th inning. 5-1 is the score. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We got a new camera that we decided to switch over to so you can be able to see all the action. We've kind of fixed the audio a little bit. There's the down the first base and not in time as Connor Allen is in safely. Baker,
Would you call that a strike or not?
not sure what the pitch count is. 2 balls.
1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Yeah.
2 and
1
1.
and 1.
2 and 2.
Okay. Get straight. Okay. Somebody's got to get straight.
It is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Call a strike.
And here's Shepard's pitch. Breaking ball. That's hit to the right side. That's going to fall in for a base hit. And Barnes records his 2nd hit of the ball game. And Brett Clark stops Capion third base. And that was a wise choice there by Clark. As that toss into home was right on the money. That toss by right fielder Chuck Ingram. So the bases are loaded now. We have Thomas Capion is on at third base. Connor Allen is now on at second. And John Barnes, recording his 2nd hit of the ball game, is now at first base. And the pitching coach now coming out to talk to Carson Shepard as there is 1 down here in the top half of the 17th. But the Newton Rebels have the bases loaded. Down and up to bat is the left fielder number 20, Aiden Corrigan.
It looks like a new pitcher.
He's called Tim Hicks' office at 316-727-44. Stop by office 414.
See if we can find out who it is here.
For an insurance question.
This is a crucial part of the game right here, Franco.
This is that number 1.
Okay.
Bostic,
Oh, is it Bostic?
I believe it is.
All right, Bostic. Murphy Bostic from McKinney, Texas.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. 6'5", 205. Showing his versatility because we've seen it. He's from Howard Community College.
Yeah, he's the DH here this evening, so he moves over to DH pitcher as he's coming in. Bostic.
Now pitching for number 1, Bobbitt.
This is one of the other reasons I know the GM of the Twins, Jeff Wells, likes him because his versatility.
So Murphy Bostic now coming in to pitch for the Derby Twins. Once again, bases are loaded. Capion reached on an error by the shortstop. Stole second base, was at second base, and Carson Thor came in and flew out to the left fielder. And then Connor Allen got on with a base on balls. So we had runners on at first and second, and then Justin Barnes just hit a base hit in the right field. So the bases are loaded as Brett Clark held up Capion at third. And like I say, it was a wise choice because Ingram threw a strike into home plate. And
Coach Clark's so he's been watching their arms. They have good arms, and you don't need to make that right there. You don't need that play at the plate right there. But the one thing I watching a lot of these Twins guys, they come out there and they come to play ball, and it's going to be. I think they'll have a fun summer. With us, we're still learning. And I think once we get over that hill, it's going to be a really fun summer for us. Somebody asked me, "What is the deal about us? Loaded and all that?" Well, I think one thing, if I could tell the team, is that you got to remember the pressure's on the pitcher, not on you. That's opportunity for you to come up. Except you don't have to swing first pitch. A lot of guys have been doing that, just jump up, swinging at it, or you know what. So we'll see what Corrigan's been doing. Like I said, he's been hitting the ball well, though.
That's going to bring up the fielder number 20, Aiden Corrigan. And once again, there is a ducks on the pond here in Derby. That pitch is down low by Bostic.
That's the approach that we talked about the other day. Make sure it's got to be right in your zone. Don't help this pitcher out. Right now he's the one that's in trouble.
As the count goes, 1-0 strike now to Corrigan. Capion at third base, Allen on at second, and Barnes on at first. That one hitting the inside corner as that evens up the count now at 1-1 strike.
That didn't bother me for take one. Put a little more pressure on him.
Here in the top half of the seventh inning. Yep.
Oh, yeah, and I tell guys, if you're taking a pitch, get on the plate. You score a run.
One fouled off there by Corrigan. As count now to 1-2 strikes.
Plus, I don't know how you were as a hitter sometimes, Frank. Sometimes it's nice to look at a pitch. Kind of your timing down or whatever. It's kind of what he has.
Definitely when there's a new pitcher, I definitely did anyway. 1-2 strike down to Aiden Corrigan. As he is 1 for 3 here this evening. And here's the pitch by Bostic. A swing and a miss there by Corrigan as he goes down swinging for out number 2. That will bring up the hitter, number 3, Corey Mason. Mason is 0 for 1 here this evening. He walked in the first inning, struck out in the third, and walked in the sixth inning, and was 4 out at second base. So Corey Mason now the bat with the bases loaded and 2 down. Here in the top half of the seventh inning. Here's Bostic's pitch. That ball hit hard in the right center field. The right fielder is making the catch. What a great catch there by the right fielder for the Derby Twins. That's Chuck Ingram as he had to go a long ways into center field, right center field to make that catch. But a nice hit there by Corey Mason, almost in gap.
No, he hit it hard. It was solid. It just kind of hung up a little.
Yeah, did everything right except fall down.
Yeah.
So the top half of the seventh inning for the Newton Rebels, they scored. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left on base. The end of 6 innings of play. It is the Derby Twins 5, and the Newton Rebels 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebel Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. The Newton Rebels threatened there in the top half of the seventh inning. They had bases loaded and were not able to get them across. So the score 5-1 now in favor of the Twins. In the bottom half of the seventh inning for the Derby Twins will be the first baseman of 22, Nick Tippo. Dick and Powell in the hole.
Yeah, a lot of excitement there with the fans behind us. Everybody thought just like us that it was in the gap.
Now, definitely hard hit ball there by Mason, but just did everything right except fall in.
Yeah.
A great catch there by Ingram in right field. Once again, Nick Tipito, the batter for the Derby Twins. Here off the seventh inning. So far, the line for the Derby Twins, they've scored 5 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. And for the Newton Rebels, they've scored 1 run. And I have more than 3 hits. I have 4 hits for.
Yeah, I think they did. I don't think they had one back in here, back in the. So I noticed that.
And also 1 error for Newton. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. So again, we are in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The count at 1 ball, 1 strike now to Nick Thibodeau. Thibodeau had a base hit his last time up. He has 2 for 3 hitting. A swing and a miss there by Thibodeau. And the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Gillick's showing some. I mean, pitched 3 games in a row, had a day off. Now he's back like this. The 2nd inning right here.
Gillick's pitch just misses outside.
He got some good pop. He's still got some good pop, good movement. He's in control.
Gillick does have a 2 strikeouts as he's come in. That one fouled off there by Thibodeau. Maybe full count here. That one misses for ball 4. So on at first base will be Nick Thibodeau as he reaches on a base hole.
Right here, number 20, Chuck Ingram.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 23, Chuck Ingram. Ingram making that great play out in right center field to inning here in the top half of the 7th. Ingram is 1 for 3 here this evening.
I'm going to say State Shocker, you know, got a few of them still. I know they sent a lot of them out to the other, because this year now the other leagues are open, Frank. So, I mean, last year we had 24 Wichita State Shockers in our league.
Now he hit hard to the right-hand side, and that will even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike to Chuck Ingram.
But still, you know, it's nice to see some of the Shockers players in the league.
1 for 3 here as he had a base hit this time, was left stranded at third base, struck out in the 3rd, flew out to center field in the 1st inning. I believe that catch there by that one misses inside.
I think Gillick going inside him and the catcher there, working it away. I mean, working inside, working away, working in, and mixing it up.
Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a breaking ball. Nice pitch there by Zach Gillick. And looking at that was Ingram, as the count now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ingram, the right fielder for the Derby Twins.
You know, Gillick does a good job of keeping that pitch consistent. Look at everything looks like a fastball and everything.
Here's the pitch. That breaking ball that goes to the 3rd baseman. Over to Barnes. Barnes gets the force out at the 2nd, but then he throws the ball away at 1st. So nice play there by Nolan Riley. So a 5-4 put out for the force out. And Ingram will end up at 2nd base on fielder's choice and an error by the 2nd baseman, Barnes.
I was about to say this pitcher's best friend. I thought it was going to turn it, but I couldn't say that, Frank.
No.
If somebody wants to sponsor, let's say, well, we got the double play, so we have to figure out some other things. But anyway, I thought I don't know if he's more concerned about the runner coming in, Barnes or whatever, but usually see college guys, they'll make that easy.
Connor Allen going out to talk to Zach Gillick as we have 1 down here in the bottom half 7th inning. There's another error there for Newton. And that will bring up the 2nd baseman, number 4, Kristen Powell. Powell batting in the 5th spot here this evening. He usually for the Derby Twins. It's 1 for 3 here this evening. And here's the pitch by Gillick, fouled off by Powell. As the count goes, no balls, 1 strike to Kristen Powell. Well, I don't know how it looks like back at your house, but on our screen, the changing cameras has really made a big difference on the quality. Just looking at our screen. Of course, when we put Carve on, it gets fuzzy again. It's really a miss there by Powell. As the count goes, no balls, 2 strikes.
You need to have my own camera, Frank. That's the thing. My own high def type. I don't want that.
Definitely don't want high definition when you look at us.
Gray hairs and all that. We don't need that.
Ball 2 strike now to Kristen Powell and Zach Gillick ready to go to work. He's taking a good look at 2nd baseman Ingram. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Powell as the count stays at no balls, 2 strikes.
Beautiful. I mean, I'm just thinking now, just how lucky we are to be out here. And now we need to remind everybody, no game tomorrow. And
that's right, no game. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be out of town as soon as this
Same
ball
here.
game goes.
There we
I'm
go.
in Kansas City
All right,
to go
all right.
play some golf for 2 days. And here's the pitch. A
No.
great pitch there by Zach Gillick. And looking was Kristen Powell as Gillick records his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. That will bring up the catcher, Cade Kerr.
You know, I'm looking forward because I was talking to Coach Clark about the pitching, and he said, well, we still got a couple guys coming in.
So Zach Gillick ready to go to work. Matter of fact, I'll be playing golf Sunday and Monday, and I won't be getting back in town until about 6 o'clock. I think we have a 7 o'clock game.
Yep, great, Ben.
I'm coming directly from Kansas City to Newton, I guess. I'm taking my equipment with me.
All right. Well, have fun.
I
You
got my
deserve
golf
it.
clothes. I got my golf clothes and my gear.
I was going to say, Frank, you deserve it after this week. It's been a rough week here.
It's been a rough week, but we're going to get things taken
Yes,
care of.
we are.
Once again, runner on at second base with 2 down. And here's the pitch by Gillick. A swing and a miss there by Cade Becker. As the count goes to no balls and strikes, I believe. That's what the scoreboard operator shows anyway. Zach Gillick. They don't have his pitch count right.
No, that's
Looks like they've combined the ball. That one
Whoa.
fouled off by Baker, correction. And there's another one right over your shoulder
right
there.
over my shoulder
Well,
here, Frank.
Why
I
are
know
you
you're trying-
leaning? Why are you
I
keep
keep
leaning
feeling
towards
too-
me?
It's a reaction.
Reaction, I guess. You're right.
Unless I need my glove, I guess. I can start.
Well,
But we don't have to worry
you're-
about that at our place. We're protected. So
yeah, we're up in the press box up in Newton. Here we're right down in the stands. That's a swing and a miss there by Cade Baker, and Baker goes down for out number 3. And that is the 4th strikeout recorded by Zach Gillick. Here in the top half or bottom half of the 7th inning for the Derby Twins, they score no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 7 innings of play, it is the Derby Twins 5 and the Newton Rebels 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by General Manager Mark Kaba. Well, Mark, we got a pretty good ball game here this evening. 5-1 is the score in favor of the Derby Twins, and 4 of those runs were scored in the first inning. So ever since then, it's a 1-1 score.
yeah, I mean, we settled down, and I'm seeing a lot of guys competing, pitching staff. The guys who came in, especially Spencer, Megley. I mean, if you just look right there, Megley, and then you had Jacobs, and then you had Zach Gillick. I mean, doing a great job right there. I mean, they're holding. I mean, they're holding this team down right now, and they're doing a great job making some adjustments. The hitters, they're getting on base, and right now, just need to get a couple back right here.
Just got to get that important hit. Top of the 8th inning for the Newton Rebels leading off. Third baseman number 23, Nolan Riley. Ducks is a shortstop number 1, Andrew Brutman. All right, I'll change that. Sorry about that. First pitch is ball 1 now to Riley. And Murphy Bostic is the pitcher here in the second inning of work. Swing and a miss there by Riley as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm pretty impressed with Riley, especially. I don't like I say I'll have to talk to him and see when last he played. Didn't get a chance to talk to him. I know Coach Clark and I about him coming back this year.
Here's the pitch by Bostic, breaking ball high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Riley, who's playing third base here this evening for the Rebels.
But I was going to say that they could have been easily 3 for 3. I mean, he's hitting the ball pretty hard.
And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there by Riley. And that will even up count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's steady on his defense. Look at that.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Riley. Now we'll stay at 2-2. Brotman on deck and wing it in the hole. For those of you looking up ahead, as the Newton Rebels need base runners, as they had last inning, as they are down 5-1 here in the top half of the 8th inning. That one misses high for ball 3. So the count goes full now at 3-2 to Nolan Riley.
And I remember last year, he was in full counts. He's like I said, he'll sit there very patient.
It looks like Boston likes to throw that off speed. There it is. That off speed just misses for ball 4.
And a good eye. Right there, it's a good eye.
So
It's close.
Nolan Riley will be on at first base with the walk. And that will bring up the shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman. And we know Andrew Brotman's got some power. Like you were talking earlier, he hit 4 home runs in one ball game.
Yeah, no, like I said, he's York City product. He right now he just try to figure out how I can get on base, get something going here, get a couple guys on base, and see what happens.
And also saw a headline where he hit for the cycle. The first is in there for call strike 1. Once again, Riley is on at first base as he reached on a walk. And here in the top half of the 8th inning, being down 5-1, that's exactly what the Newton Rebels need, is base runners. And Murphy Bostic ready to go. He goes to first base. In safely is Nolan Riley.
So Riley, he'll play with him. He'll get in his head a little. He's a smart player out there.
Brotman down 0-1 now. Number 1 facing number 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Brotman. And the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes.
And you kind of see that. You see what the catcher's setting up with their, right there. Like they're trying to. It's always away. It's always away with Brotman. It's not way away. And they're trying to, because he's an aggressive kind of guy. You know that he's aggressive, and he'll admit it.
So no ball, 2 strikes down to Brotman. And here's Bostic's pitch. That ball lifted foul over our head. And you didn't call it, Carv?
No, I didn't call that one.
Count stays no balls, 2 strikes to Brotman. Brotman is 1 for 2 here this evening as he hit right back to the pitcher. Went 1-3. Then he walked in the 4th, and he had a base hit in the 6th inning. As the bases were 2 guys left on base, I should say that inning. So no balls, 2 strikes now to Brotman. And here Boston goes to first base. Back safely is Nolan Riley. No out here in the top half of the inning. Once again, the Newton Rebels will be off tomorrow. And then they'll be back in action on Monday night. They'll be back at home, and I believe they could play Great Bend, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, swung at a high one.
Swing and a miss there by Brotman, and he goes down swinging for out 1.
Got a pinch hitter.
Yeah, pinch hitter now for the Newton Rebels.
Eli Hickman.
Eli Hickman is now coming in to pitch it. Number 0.
Yeah, lefty from Rensselaer, Indiana, 5'9", 175, Concordia, Chicago, and he's finished his freshman year.
So Eli Hickman now coming in to pinch hit. Eli Hickman, his parents are Jody and Ken Hickman. His siblings are Hunter and Riley. And his favorite player.
Oh, Dustin Pedroia. I liked him. Even though he's a Red Sox, I'm a Yankee guy, but I like that guy.
And his person that he would like to spend 5 minutes with.
Jordan Burroughs?
Jordan Burroughs, Olympic freestyle wrestler. That one in there for call strike. So the count now, good ball, 1 strike now to Hickman. As we have 1 down with a runner on at first base. Here in the top half of the 8th inning. 5-1 is the score in favor of the Derby Twins. And Murphy Bostic on mound. And here's the pitch. That misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Eli Hickman.
I see why Jeff Wells, the GM of the Twins, likes Bostic. I mean, the guy, he'll compete. And he competes out in the field, bat, and he also competes on the mound. And he's coming right after our guys.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Hickman, and here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Hickman. As the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, I can get over how beautiful it is.
Oh, it's temperature, the wind. No, I mean, people. If I could take another camera, I'd show the flags just right there, Frank. Which is rare in Kansas.
Here's the pitch by Bostic. That misses high for ball 3. So count goes full 3-2 with 1 down. Run at first base as Riley reached on a base on balls. And the Newton Rebels need base runners as they're down 5-1 here in the top half of the 8th inning. Here's Bostic's pitch. That one lifted into center field. the center fielder. Coming forward, making the catch for out number 2. Center fielder is Joe Terosian. So there's now 2 down here in the top half of the 8th inning. And we'll bring up the right fielder, number 8, Thomas Papillon. Thomas Papillon does have some power as he hit a home run.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we need to
scored
spark.
1 loss, I believe it was.
Right. You know, we need some spark right here. Like I said, the guys, we mentioned it before, he was an all-conference guy at Waldorf. Had 10 home runs, 43 RBIs. It's kind of like he's throwing that left shoulder out, Frank, opening up too quick right there.
So the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Kappa. And Murphy Bostic ready to go. That breaking ball misses for ball 1. That will even up the count now at 1-1.
You know, Baker, like I said, working hard back there. He's been very impressed with him for the Twins.
Thomas Papillon was born and raised in Kalua, Hawaii.
Lua. You've been there, Frank? I didn't know if you played golf there.
I've never been to Hawaii. That one fouled off by Papillon as the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. His parents are Michael and Stephanie. We'd like to say hi to Michael and Stephanie.
Aloha.
Siblings are Maria, Teresa, and Sam. That one hit hard, but it slipped it to the shortstop, it looks like. He kind of just got underneath that one for the 3rd out. So Papillon flies out to the shortstop for the 3rd out. Top half of the 8th inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 7.5, it is the Derby Twins 5 and the Newton Rebels 1. And don't go away here this time, Carr. We're going to thank our sponsors before we do anything else. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Colonel Tim Marler family, in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Always ready and always there. A double play sponsor is the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law, working for you. A pitching change sponsor is Ray Roofing. They have you covered. And any double is sponsored by Cobra Enterprise Store and Stuff and Realty Connections. Also, our home run sponsors is John Odeman family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. Also, great play on the field or the player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Once again, we thank all our sponsors, and especially like to thank our host families for helping us out this year. If you would like to become a sponsor, don't forget to get a hold of Mark Cavala and let him know. Maybe a strikeout sponsor or foul ball sponsor.
Yeah, we got different options.
We have
so
different options for you.
We want you to get a sponsor night or whatever, you know, so you come and set up and be your night.
You'll get your name on the air here on YouTube and also on the Newton Rebels channel, and also you'll get your names announced if you get the right program.
Right. Well, the one thing too, you know, you get to do first pitch, and then we, like you said, Frank, get to come up here and talk to you. I mean, that's
there you go. And we're going to go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Due up for the Derby Twins is the pitcher, number 1, Murphy Bostic.
We do have a new pitcher.
Okay, sorry about that.
For the Rebels, number 17, Carson Frazier.
Okay, you go keep talking.
All right, yeah, from Temecula, California, 6 foot, 165.
Ball hit to the second baseman. Goes to first. Nice job there
Nice
by
play.
Yeah, nice place there by Barnes as he hustled in and threw across his body for a 4-3 putout. And don't forget that pitching change is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. Coming up is the 3rd baseman, number 18, Nick Lopez. Lopez had the home run, the 3-run home run in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Flew out to left field and struck out his last time up.
Frank, I was going to ask you, what do you think about the 5-game series now that, you know, Casey Walkup wanted to do this? You know, we went 4 games last year. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I mean, we sure see these guys a lot. I mean, you know, it's a guy, let's give it a shot and see what happens.
Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now as we have, let me see here with the bottom half. Did you change me over? There you go. I didn't see that.
Yep. That's error. Kind of came up on
on Brotman.
Brotman there. Came up on Brotman right there, and then he tried to hurry into his throw and went high. You know.
Okay, so there's an error on the shortstop. Brotman, that brings up the shortstop, number 32, Derek Katrubes. Katrubes now batting as he is 1 for 3 here this evening. Had a base hit in the second inning, flew out to the left field in the fourth, and then struck out in the sixth inning. So Lopez is on at first base with one down here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. 5-1 is the score in favor of the Derby Twins. A fastball there by Frazier, and that will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Like I said, when everything's working for Frazier, man, he just pops that ball. And he's not that big. He look 6 foot 165.
Yeah, I don't know why the outs are not working now on our.
Andrew's gone, so we can't.
Andrew's gone.
So we can't.
This, he said that would happen for some reason. He said that the screen freezes, and we're showing the bottom half of the seventh inning. It is the bottom of the eighth inning.
Yes,
And,
I was like,
It's not. It's changing on our control panel, but it's not changing on the screen.
check swing.
Check swing there by number 32, Katrubes, and Allen throws out at first base. But the runner Lopez does move to second base on the plate, so it is a 2-3 put out for the second out. Once again, we apologize for some reason. It's just not resetting on our screen there. Like I say, it's stuck on the seventh inning, but on our scoreboard or control panel, we are showing the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Okay, we get the top of the lineup now, so it's we're seeing these guys. This is fourth time up. Wolf.
That brings up the left fielder, number 33, Kurt Wolf.
There you go. I like to see Frazier throwing that off speed because I think everybody's sitting on that fastball.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kurt Wolf here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. Nice there by Carson Frazier. This is low and outside as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. I think.
It's been a tough night on that stuff because
Frazier's breaking ball in there for call strike as home plate umpire gives a strike sign.
I said, his off speed looks pretty good, a lot better, I think, than he had last year.
And here's Frazier's pitch. Fastball lifted to foul. So the count stays at 2-2 is what I have. It's 2-2. There we go. Finding scoreboard operator catches up with us. Here's the pitch by Frazier, just missing outside as the count goes full now at 3-2.
That's a good issue to try right there. Just did.
Once again, we want to apologize to our viewers. For some reason, the screen has stopped at bottom half of the thing. But on our control panel, there's a swing and a miss there by Wolf as he goes down for the third out. And at the bottom half of the eighth inning for the Derby Twins, they scored no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We're going to the top half of the ninth inning. The score is 5-1 here in the top half of the ninth. And due up for the Newton Rebels will be the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor. He'll be followed by the catcher, Connor Allen, and then second baseman, number 7, Justin Barnes. Those are the first 3 guys that are up. But we do have somebody with a bat here that may be pinch hitting.
See.
Okay, coming in to pitch now for the Derby Twins. That's the kid that's the other day.
Pakuda.
Yeah, number 10.
He's coming in. He was the game 1 starter.
I believe it's Megumi Fukuda.
I was trying to see Coach Clark's bringing in somebody, but I wanted to make sure who that was.
All right, let me get
Fukuda.
Fukuda.
Looking for a winner in the fan of the name contest. These are the blues that you received as you came in.
And like I say, due up next is number 44, Carson Thor. And then we have number 9 coming up. You have a 9 there?
No.
You don't have it listed there. Well, we'll ask somebody there who number 9 is. For some reason, is he listed on there?
Oh, it's Rocco. It's either Rocco.
Rocco Armini?
Yeah, that's what he had on the. Usually, Rocco wears number 12.
Yeah, usually Rocco wears 12, and then but they have 9 on the the sheet that they handed in here this evening. We can't tell.
That's
All
right
we
here.
see is the back of his head here.
Yeah, right here he has 9.
Okay.
Armini.
Well, we'll see if it is Rocco Armini.
We might have to update our roster, it seems like, because we have some numbers that.
Let me send a message up to the sort operator. Let them know exactly who number 9 is that we think it is
Yeah.
to help them out.
First baseman number 44, Carson Thor.
There you got Thor. Fastball, foul straight back.
Okay, we got Thor up the bat. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Sorry about that, fans. Needed to get that information to the PA announcer. As we are in the top half of the 9th inning. Once again, we are in the top half of the 9th inning. Our scoreboard on the screen has frozen at 7th inning. And we apologize about that. Our tech guy said for some reason it happened every once in a while, but I don't know if he told me how to clear that.
We'll figure that out. We keep Andrew busy.
And here's the pitch. That one is fouled off there by Thor. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear that. Let me see if this happens. Okay, and then I'll add that again. And bring it back and see if it straightens it out or not. And no, it didn't. It just took it completely away. 5-1 is the score. Well, I'll keep you updated. That ball lifted to the second baseman. Second baseman makes the catch for out number 1. So the score 5-1 here in the top of the 9th inning. We have 1 down now. And that will bring up number 9, Rocco Armini.
Yeah, Rocco started the game yesterday on the mound for the Rebels.
So we have 1 down here in the top half of the 9th. And that first pitch is a ball 1.
You know, and Rocco, he's a big target. He's a tall kid at 6'4", 205. He definitely put on some weight, some muscle. He worked hard.
Well, he's a pitcher and they pinch hitting, so he's got a stick. Count goes to the swing and a miss there as the count goes down to 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, we are in the top half of the 9th inning. Need to let you know that our scoreboard, for some reason, will not come up now. And we apologize about that. That went into the ground as the count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Rocco, just a little information, Frank, Topanga, California, 6'205", Moore Park College. And he was a sophomore.
So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Armini. Now swing and a miss there by Armini as the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So Fukuda, he was game 1 starter. He he's got his rest and he looks like he has some pop. He's ready to finish.
Well, he struck out I think 8 batters of the first game that he pitched, and there's Fukuda's pitch. Just misses low for ball 3. So the count goes full now to Rocco Armini. Rocco was one of the players that came in just a little late. I think showed up like the 3rd game of the season.
Right.
Came in, was it from California or somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. And here's Fukuda's pitch. Well, this is hot. Oh, call strike 3. Okay. That's out number 2 now.
Second baseman
And
number 7, Justin Barnes.
that will bring up the second baseman number 7, Justin Barnes.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I said, the umpire's been pretty consistent, but Rocco's a tall target in there, but
Yep.
that
2
looked
down
away.
now.
That looked away, Frank, but hey, we look at our camera angle. So
Here in the top half of the 9th inning, the score 5-1 in favor of Derby, and Newton Rebels are down to their last out. And Fukuda's pitch, that one missed in there for call strike as the count goes to no ball, 1 strike now to Justin Barnes.
Yeah, I looked up a little, but which I think it's a good thing that Barnes didn't swing at that. That's not a pitch that you'd swing at.
And I believe we're going to go with the player of the game. We're going to go with Barnes. He's 2 for 3 right now. We have not interviewed him yet, so let's do that when it's that time.
Okay.
So you're the GM. You're the one that's going to get him, right?
Yep. I'll get him run some of this over. We don't have our assistant GM. He usually running around the field.
Count,
Jay Gibbs.
Yeah, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. We thank Mr. Gibbs for everything he does for us.
Oh, yeah. He's been working hard so far. The first week's really hard.
Also
we got a lot more to go.
Also like to thank the intern, Mariah.
Oh, yeah. She does a great job.
She's been helping you out a lot and doing things. I know she helps me pack things up, and I tell you, it's greatly appreciated.
Heidi on
Jim
scoreboard.
Williams.
Yeah, Jim Williams. Heidi on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Heidi's daughter, Zoe. I mean, we're getting some volunteers.
2-1 out the count. That ball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop hustling in. Goes to first base, but not going to be in time. In safely is Justin Barnes with his 3rd hit of the ball game. Well, that definitely sealed it, as the Barnes will be our player of the game, and we'll be interviewing Justin Barnes at the conclusion of the ball game. So Barnes is now on at first base with 2 down. Here in the top half of the 9th inning, the score 5-1 in favor of the Derby. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 20, Aiden Corrigan. Corrigan is 1 for 4 here this inning. Got a base hit in the 1st, from left field in the 3rd and in the 6th inning, and struck out in the 7th. So 2 down here in the top half of the inning. Once again, we apologize for losing our scoreboard, but it got stuck on 7 and 7th inning. And even though we're keeping control of it here, it's just not showing up.
You know,
That one in there for strike 1. Go
Frank,
ahead.
one thing I was going to say about Barnes. When I'm impressed with, look at his first 2 at-bats. He struck out.
Yep.
Then he come back. It's a home run, base hit, base hit.
Yep.
That's adjustments.
And Kuda ready to go on a 1-0-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 1, as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike to Aiden Corrigan. Here this inning, we got number 3, Corey Mason, on to get that far, as there is 2 down here in the top half of the 9th inning. 5-1 is the score in favor of the Twins. Here's Fukuda's pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Two balls, 1 strike. And Aiden Corrigan looking for his 2nd hit of the ball game. And Fukuda ready and set. That one, foul right down the first base line. And that kind of made the guy scatter a little bit there at the dugout. That will even up count now at 2-2.
Yeah, it was about Carson Bates jumped over the fence just to get out of that.
Yeah, Aiden Corrigan really turned on that and went right by the dugout. Next thing we see is Carson Frazier
jumping over the fence.
Jumping over the fence at the dugout area. 2-2 the count now. 2 down, runner on at first base. Here in the top half of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. That one lifted to the second baseman on the ground. Second baseman goes to first for the out, and that is the ball game. So our player of the game will be number 7, Justin Barnes. And Carvella, we thank you very much for joining us here this evening. And he's going to go get our player of the game. While he's doing that, I'm going to read off the sponsors. So go ahead and go. All right, is the ball game. The final score is 5-1 in favor of the Derby Twins, and the Derby Twins sweep the Newton Rebels, as the Derby Twins now go 5-0, and the Newton Rebels are 0-5 to start off the season. Once again, we will not be in action tomorrow evening as we get a day off, and the Newton Rebels will be back in action on Monday night in Newton as they take on the Great Bend Batcats. Batcats will be coming in on Monday night. Game time is scheduled for 7 o'clock. We'd like to thank all our sponsors. The Play at the Plate, or Any Run Scored, sponsored by Colonel Tim Marler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. Any Double Play, sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law, working for you. Pitching Changes is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. And then Any Doubles is sponsored by Cobra Enterprise Store and Stuff and Realty Connections. Home Runs, which we had a couple here this evening. The Home Runs is sponsored by Don Odom and family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. A great place, which we had 2 in the 2nd inning. great plays, or the player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. So once again, we thank all our sponsors. Also like to thank Buck Alley Pizza for furnishing pizzas at all our home games, except for on Sundays. So we're going to be joined here by the second baseman this evening, Justin Barnes. And let me flip this over here, Justin. There we go. Say hi to everybody, Justin. There
Hey.
we go. There's Justin Barnes, the player of the game here this evening, as he went 3 for 5 here this evening. Well, Justin, one thing that General Manager Mark Cavallo pointed out was that he was very impressed on your at-bats, especially after striking out the first 2 times in the first and third inning. You hit the home run in the 6th inning. Got the first RBI, the only run of the ballgame for the Newton Rebels. Then you came back in the 7th inning and got a base hit, and then you finished off with a base hit in the 9th inning. So, and I believe you had a base hit the first time that you came up to bat.
Yeah,
game before
first
that.
first game
Just a
I
second here, let me put you on. There we go.
first game, my first at bat, I got walked, but then my next one hit it right there in the gap and got a double.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, but today I was just feeling off, my first 2 at bats, and then I just had to make an adjustment and throw a ball. And then when I made that adjustment, everything started flowing about the game.
Okay, well, you came in a little late, so you haven't had a chance to do this. But this is what we normally do with all the players that are player of the games. What we do is we ask you, for your number. Of course, your number is number 7, and who your parents are.
My parents are Maria and Samuel Barnes.
Okay, and then do you have any siblings?
Yes, my brother, he's back in Georgia right now, Jordan Barnes.
Okay, and then what college you went to?
College I go to is Shorty University in Rome, Georgia.
Okay, and then we have who your favorite player is.
Mike Trout.
Okay, Mike Trout, and that name has been mentioned a lot. So, and then also the last thing that we ask is, if you had 5 minutes, and you have to think about this one, but if you had 5 minutes to spend with anybody, who would that 5 minutes be spent with? That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
I know, like I said, we have not given you a chance to think about it, but since you are a player of the game, we do want to ask you that. If you want to spend more time thinking about it, we can talk baseball later.
I probably just say my brother.
Your
Love
brother.
him, man. Me and him, and we're tight, and we've been together since we grown up. Honestly.
Well, that's nice. Well, anyway, tonight you were 3 for 5 here in the ball game. This is only your second game?
Third game.
Third game, okay. Third game with the Newton Rebels. So they have not won yet, but they competed very well tonight. And then they lost 4-1, 8-0 the second game, 11-10 on the third game, and then of course last night kind of got blown up 13-3. But then tonight another 5-1 game, and we're adding players as we go. Some of you guys have been playing postseason, and that's why it has taken a while. We do have some arms coming in and some other players that are still scheduled to come in. But once everybody gets here, we're hoping that they gel together. And so far for you, how has it been?
For me, it's been great right now. Playing and just trying to have fun out there. Hit the ball and have fun. That's pretty much all there is to it.
That's it. And do you have any homes?
Yes, I do have those parents. They live in Wichita. It's like 30 minutes away from here, but
Okay.
it's not that bad.
All right, well, good. Well, we want to thank all the host parents. Once again, we want to thank all the sponsors that we have, and they are the Tim Marler family, also the sponsor of Pate and Paul Attorneys at Law, Ray Roofing, Cobra Enterprise Store and Stuff, and Realty Connections. Also like to thank our sponsor, John Odeman family, and the player of the game and the great plays on the field. The sponsor is Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Well, the Newton Rebels will be off tomorrow. We'll be back in action on Monday night as the Newton Rebels will take on the Great Bend Batcats, and they'll start a 5-game series with the Batcats. We'll play at home and then go to Great Bend and come back home and keep doing that for 5 days and then get this underway. Hopefully we'll get our first victory of the season on Monday night. Well, Justin, we want to thank you very much for joining us as player of the game. Before you go, is there anybody else at home there that you'd like to say hi to? Clear that camera.
I don't know if the question, but if you are, hey.
Well, the
I'll have to
fact
say.
is, Justin, is not this is on YouTube, so it's on there. They can go watch it anytime.
Okay.
You go home and watch this yourself.
Well, I'll shout out myself when I go back and rewatch it.
There
so.
you go. You go back and watch it. All you got to do is go to YouTube and then punch in Newton Rebels baseball, and those are all. You can go and watch them anytime you want to. Well, this is Rick Martinez, voice of the Newton Rebels. We want to thank you all very much for joining us. Well, once again, we found out the problem is a computer, so we got another computer that we've downloaded this program to, and we're hoping that everything it won't be as jumpy next time that we get on the air. We fixed the problem on the mics, Now we got the cameras going, so all we got to do is replace the computer, and we're going to get this for you. So once again, Frank Martinez joined along by Justin Barnes, our player of the game. Wishing you a good evening, and we'll see you Monday night. It has been Rebels Baseball. See you Monday.